Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. Let's see here. Is this working? Gotta double check. Yes, it looks like we are live. Welcome to OtakuDaiKun's 100,000 subscriber special. We'll be playing Fate Cards Against Humanity. I've created a custom deck with the help of people on my Discord submitting ideas. And it's going to be fun. You guys are welcome to join. I have instructions in the video description. At any given moment, there can be a 10-player limit, is what I set for people's sanity. Too many people, and it would get a little crazy. I might even make it a few less, who knows. But for now, we'll stick with 10. And each game will go till a score of 4. Whoever wins 4 points first wins the match. And then we'll give players the opportunity for some to step down and others to hop in if there's demand. So that should be cool. Yeah, not much more to it. I'll explain the rules of the game. Basically, if you've never played Cards Against Humanity, you have black cards and you have white cards. The black cards are prompts. They are themes, and you're supposed to it'll give you a prompt like, whenever you stub your toe in the morning, blank happens, something like that. And you'll be like, oh, okay. So the idea of the black card is you're supposed to give a white card that will fill the blank or be a response to it. And then you will have a deck randomly generated for you of the white cards you can play in any given round. So maybe like, God damn it, is like a card, like a white card that says that. You'd be like, oh, that would be a perfect thing to put in the blank for that black card, you know what I'm saying? And then it would be like, when everyone puts their cards down, it'll be time for the card Czar, who is basically the player at that point, who gets to judge. You're the judge. All the white cards will be revealed to you, and you get to pick which one you find the most interesting or funny or whatever. That's basically the idea. So maybe somebody liked yours. You're goddamn it for stubbing your toe, and so they click that, and then you're the winner. So you get a point for doing that. That's the idea. Let me check out the chat, see how y'all are doing there. Hello, hi, seems it'll be fun. Thank you for, yes, I'm very happy about the 100k subs. Cards Against Humanity is fun. The Discord was so unhinged with these. Yeah, they were good. Hopefully we made enough of them. I tried to make a crap ton of cards. Does it say? Yeah, we've got 172 black cards and 340 white cards, all custom made for Fate. Yes, you can join. Look at the description. The password is just OtakuDaiKun, all lowercase, all one word. You can join up until 10 players. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people are currently there, and we can get more. Seems a little low, but we can supplement it with other cards. I had to make the deck on short notice, and you also have to submit it ahead of time so it can get approved. And so I wanted to make sure it was submitted on Thursday so that there was no way that we wind up on Friday and my deck is still sitting in pending for moderator approval. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... We have room for one more person, it looks like. Yeah, so you've never played it before. I'll explain it as we go. It's a little easier to explain during the game. Did you pull Asuka in Nikkei? I sure did. I went straight for her after I saw her alternative costume. Just stepped out of the shower, but it caught the beginning of the stream, so happy you got the 100k. Thank you! Yeah, he's gonna be good. You know what's crazy? I was watching people reacting to FGO Solomon. They're hating Jean because Karna lost. You mean Karna lost in Apocrypha? Jean is wonderful. I don't understand. That's weird. All right, so let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and now people are joining as a spectator. Now, if you join as a spectator, I don't know if it'll bump you up to main player once other people leave. We'll see how that works. But anyone who's... If you want to put yourself in spectator, that'll let me know that you want to be in the next round. And so we'll make sure that you have a chance to do that. But with that, it looks like we can get started. We will begin the game. Also, you have 60 seconds to make your selection. Otherwise, you will be skipped because I don't have the power to kick anybody, which is kind of stupid. I wish I had that power. But yeah. Start the game. So I am the first card czar. I'm the judge of this round, so I don't get to play any of my white cards. The topic is, this Lost Belt was originally pruned due to blank. And so all these other guys are going to submit white cards. Everyone now who is joined has the opportunity to play a card. Ooh, Archangel Glenn. Love your streams. Haven't been here lately due to real life. However, here's a $5 for your next servant fund. Thank you very much, and welcome. I wish it gave people, like, or at least counted the number of players. But eventually I'll get to see what these white cards are as soon as everyone's placed their cards. That way I have an unbiased decision. Okay, cool. So here's the options. Why was the Lost Belt pruned? Due to showing the Rialta Nua cast their hentai scenes? Due to bootleg class cards? Due to a certain Artorio Horse Dojin? I like that one. Due to Sherlock's Secret Stash? A World Without Boxes? Neko Arc? And the Fish of Knowledge. So CBE here. So I can add other card decks between games to supplement my current deck. But I think it's funny that the Artorio Horse Dojin would be so intense that they go ahead and prune a Lost Belt over that. So I need to give them... A lot of them are inside jokes. You might have to ask individually, and I can only get to so many. But Detract is the one who had that card, so he gets a point. Whoever gets the first to 4 points is the winner. So now, Kosh is the card czar. And so, Master, now that things have calmed down, how about we try blank? So it's usually an action card. Do I have any? Oh, how about we try Caressing Bunyan's Bunions? That's disgusting. Let's do it. So now I get to put a white card, and if my white card gets chosen, I get a point. And it just goes and goes and goes until somebody gets 4 points. Then the game is over and we can swap out players. But yeah, if you want to join in the next round, join as a spectator for now. Alrighty. How about we try Caressing Bunyan's Bunions? How about we try The Balls? How about we try drifting through Fuyuki like Takumi Fujiwara? How about we try getting spooked on Pity? How about we try a Chinese tank with a face? How about we try Don Quixote's fine ass? How about we try the golden bathtub scene? Or how about we try a threesome with Kadak and Anastasia? Those are pretty good. Bunions aren't slang. Bunions are like... They're like weird foot bumps, I guess. Alrighty, so at Ryudo Temple, Issei practices... What does he practice? I don't have any action cards, that's unfortunate. He practices his Roma! Or virginity, that would be funny. Actually, that's really fitting, isn't it? He's a monk, so that would be very fitting. I don't know if it's funny. Issei is a character in Fate Stay Night. You might not know a lot of these because you're not very familiar with Fate, and these are all Fate-themed decks. That's like asking, what is a Pikachu? You know, when we're playing a Pokemon deck, so it could be hard. Love to see you talk about attractive male characters. I've done that before. It's not going to be my main focus, but I've done it. Alright, so he practices virginity, or Shiro Kotomine, practices taxes, practices spending a day in the worm pit, practices the 7 taboos, practices being into Kakamine. Hey, I win! Now, unfortunately, you guys are going to know which one is my card. Do feel that you don't need to be biased towards my card. Angermine's cursed by all of the world's topless sphinxes sounds funny. I like topless sphinxes. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, you're gonna mute me. You know, that's one way of playing it if you really insist. But you're also watching me, so you know what I'm doing there too. But either way, whatever you feel like. When talking about Pokemon characters, the Japanese regions are great by design. Yeah. You're the card czar? Okay, Angermine's cursed by bad civilization, that makes sense. A box of biscuits. Oh, convincing Ayako Kawasumi to voice Ufotable in hentai scenes. That's not really... Okay. Grammatically, that's confusing. Cersei's magic turns people into... Yaga. That makes sense. I like picking cards that at least grammatically matter. I didn't even have time to read all of it. Late Rachel Lillis, yes. The English voice of Misty, or at least the original voice of her, and Jessie from Pokemon has unfortunately passed away. I think she was in her 50s? Like 56, if I recall. That's really unfortunate. I do love her voice. She also did stuff for Slayers, because that was Central Park Media. She was one of the New York-based voice actors. Best Poke Girls to me are Misty and Nessa. And B. Okay, Cersei's magic turns into people into magical lollies. Tristan on antidepressants. A friggin' Spriggan. Stella! Soren Araya. Or the Yaga. From English writer. You mean Medusa? You like Misty's HGSS design. I don't know which one that is. She's never looked better than the Electric Tales of Pikachu. Sailor Moon Cosmos just came out on Netflix. I need to check that out because my brother saw it in theaters because he's in Japan. But yeah, and whoever's the cards are needs to make sure they select within X amount of time. Cool. Cersei turns people into lollies, which would make sense, wouldn't it? As opposed to piggies. Toko will never forgive Aoko for... You gotta think outside the box here. What did Aoko do? She's responsible for Shuten's glorious ASMR. Somehow. You like the Magical Loli one? Yeah, I just think it was an appropriate card. Okay, Toko will never forgive Aoko for the reliable Kohai BB. The Tsukihime anime, like that's Aoko's fault. Getting killed by the Ryogi Mafia. Oh, interesting. Guy's story is... That means Aoko got killed by the Ryogi Mafia. That's awful. Castoria's missing toe. Did Aoko take that? Too many parallel worlds. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. A floppy... wanting Ritsuka's virginity. She wants Shiki's virginity, and then Shuten's Glorious ASMR. I wonder what you'll choose. That's funny. Those are some pretty good ones. Yes, Dengeki Pikachu. That's the one. That's the one I had a crush on. Even the censored version. Yeah, you as the czar get to pick whatever you find to be the funniest. So, it's your power. You are the czar. We bow to you. Alright. That's blank you're walking into. Walking in on Mordred and Fran getting a bit too friendly. I like that. I like that a lot. Is this all the cards' Fates references? The vast majority of the cards are indeed Fate referenced. That's Baber you're walking into. That's a party in the worm pit you're walking into. That's Mordred and Fran. Yeah, that's Kiara and Kama making out. That's Shiki Nanaya's bussy you're walking into. That must be pretty big. An army of mini Nobus you're walking into. Yamato Takeru's elusive dong that you're walking into. It must be rather large, or him changing. Armor that leaves nothing to the imagination. And you walk into that armor. That kind of makes sense. I like the party in the worm pit. That's what I would have chosen. But again, go off of what you're gonna do. Yes, the Japanese voice for Motoko Kusanagi, Medea, and other anime characters has also passed away, which is awful. When Kuro is running low on mana, she resorts to... I don't know. These aren't that good. Oh. What the hell? It skipped me. You skipped me. I didn't even have time to think. Or, I think it glitched. Oh, there's my cards. What the hell happened there? I'm gonna choose She Resorts to Watson. I'll get rid of that. She resorts to Artoria's Magic Johnson. That's funny. She resorts to gender swapping everyone. Finally seeing Nasu's face. The Dick Wizard. Self-says. Nero's Butt Triangle. A Useless Goddess. Or All the Hentai in the Gate of Babylon. I like that one. She has to, like, generate her own mana or something. Artoria's Magic Johnson would also be a very good one. The Dick Wizard. Well, that's true. Maybe you can produce your own mana that way. Achilles has one weakness, and it's... Reese XP would be funny. Or waking up to Kirei on top of you. No, we'll do Reese XP. He gets eaten by a shark. I like that. Oh, scroll down. Yeah, okay, so there was just more people playing that round. That's what happened. You know, I could just hide this. That'll help. I don't need to see the scores of the players necessarily. Not all the time, anyway. So far, nobody has gotten close enough yet to winning. Okay. Achilles' weakness is piggies, the Argonauts on strike, Vorpal chickens, Mommy Emiya, Reese XP, Fox wife, Pegasus, or Data Lost, aka Musashi. I like the little piggies. That horse is mighty sus. Pegasus. If dai-chan wears a short skirt, you could wear short pants, yay for male-female equality. Yeah, I'm already in kind of the femboy version. Blank stays on during sex. I'm going to choose the Mystic Eye Killers, because that's closest to what CL actually has. It's her glasses that Shiki wants to keep on during Smex. Right. So Reese XP is the shark and Reese is the dolphin. Okay. So swatting Oberon with an electric racket stays on during sex. Magimari stays on during sex. Magical mecha armor stays on during sex. That's a good one. Primate murder stays on. Ugh. The Caledonian boar is like on top of you or something. The gay bolg stays on. What is that, like a strap on? The finger bang. Kyrie's creepy bullets. I would give that to. Yeah, the magical mecha armor is pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, I'm the czar now. MHX is on a mission from the Servant Verse to rid the world of blank. Kosh is on fire. Yeah, well, he was one in the games last time, too. That's funny. So if Kosh wins again, then it'll be the end of the game, and we can swap out players. Okay, so MHX is on a mission from the Servant Verse to rid the world of Mapo Tofu. That would make sense. Actually, Satan. That would make sense, too. Shiro's intestines scattered on the pavement. That's just like a janitor or something. Hans being so foul he breaks terms of service. That's fair enough. Knights of the Round Table. That's going to be a difficult journey. Demonic monkeys. Fair enough. A potion of immortality, going to get rid of it? Or another useless memorial craft essence? At least they look pretty. She loves food, so she wouldn't do that. Let's give it to actually Satan. Who won that? Blah 6. Jesse James was in the same way as Musashi Miyamoto as Sasaki Kojiro. Yep. Oh, Kirei doesn't pay child support because of... Because of Kuzuki-sensei's orgasm face. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's probably just the same face he always makes. He's only got, like, 2 expressions. Okay, so why doesn't he pay child support? Because of the Outer Gods, the Shinsengumi, an Excaliblast to the nuts. Well, that's fair. Maybe because that made him no longer have children. The Mystic Eyes of Riz perception. Oh my god. Zombies. Incest babies. I mean, I don't care if you made them by incest. They're still your babies. I like Excaliblast to the nuts, personally. They're all confusing. Do you not get all the Fate references? What brought ruin to the British Lost Belt? Don't I have a card that said fairies? There is one in existence. That would have been perfect. Technically, Gudako did. Let's play that one. Wincest babies. Well, that's Mordred for you, yeah. I like the term femboy, though. Tom Girl's okay, but I like femboy. I wrote a lot of these, or at least picked ones that I understood the references to, so if there's a specific one you don't get, I can explain it. Tom Girl has more tags. Depends on where. What brought ruin to the British Lost Belt? Bolsheki's stabbing you simultaneously. Gudako. Aoko's Magic Blues. Nero's Awful Singing. Altera. A box. Oh, Gareth with the puppy ears and a tail. Well, that would do it. Gareth is boss. Like the Shiro guts? It's when Heracles smacks him in the Heaven's Feel movie and his guts spill out all over the pavement. You haven't seen the Heaven's Feel movie. Jack the Ripper just wants to return to Roma. She likes it there. Oh, on N Hentai, yeah. That site is still really, really good, but I'm disappointed by the number of stuff they dropped. Okay, so Jack the Ripper just wants to return to Nobu, sharing your wife with your brothers, Grey's Anatomy, Gorgon, a big titty snack, a horse that thinks he's a warlord, Karna standing outside the grocery store ringing a bell at Christmas, and Ganesha's chubby belly. If she was chubby because she was pregnant, that would make too much sense. Like, way too much sense. Which one is that, Carlos? Which doujin is that? I don't memorize the numbers. Is that the infamous one? With the chick who goes into prostitution? Wants to return to Gorgon. That makes sense. Weaver got fired for yaoi doujins. That would make sense. Even if he didn't make them. They exist of him, so... Oh, Emergence. Yep, that's the one. Well, that's because it was copyrighted. I think he actually sells that officially in English. Probably through Faku. I think Faku is the one to blame, because they actually license that stuff. And if you can buy the doujins directly, or the manga, yeah. Oh, Weaver got fired for hacking the moon cell to watch porn. That makes sense. Reading, yaoi doujins. They already picked it. Reading the visual novel first, summoning Catalyst, bending people into human pretzels, Medea's saber fetish. Blackbeard has a collection of werewolves. Foreigner servants taking over the hentai industry. That sounds like something he would orchestrate. That does help. I like reading them all, but, maybe not everyone is synced up enough to do that. Why would who do what? Blackbeard has a collection of foe. That's impressive. Divine constructs. He's very impressive. Toko's life-size love dolls. That would make too much sense. Leonidas is missing pants. I don't think he has any. Black Keys and Salt. That makes sense. Grand Orgasm. That makes sense. Lovecraft self-insert. That's a lot of him. And Foreigner Servants taking over. Those are really good. This is probably the best round so far, as cards I think fit really well. That makes so much sense. Yep. That's a good one. That's a very good card. So far, nobody's won, but we do have some contenders. Shinji was killed by sitting next to a T-Rex and called it his cafeteria. I like that. He's gonna die because Kirei was on top of him. I'll admit, I don't mind Shota if it's with a more experienced older girl. There's kind of a excitement to that, only in the sense that it would be like putting yourself in the Shota's position. Of course, in real life, that would be completely messed up. But it's sort of like, maybe you want to be dommed. I also like how, especially if it's like a Gyaru, they can fit the entire Shota in their mouth, if you know what I mean. Shinji was killed by Jason! The Mystic Eyes of Death Perception. Just normal 20/20 vision. Whatever the fuck a Gouda Gouda is. That makes sense. A bicorn's massive horn. Oh my. CL after finding out Shiki is railing Arcoade. Waking with Kirei on top of him. Or Yamete Kuda stop. Maybe the cringe from the localization. I don't know. Those are pretty good. I like those. He got killed by 2020 vision. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, Kashwan. So now we are back to that. So, we've got several people. Man Lover, Uncanny, Person, Jack the Reaper, and Kosh. So, wait. There's Kosh and there's J Kosh. There's two different Koshes. Are they the same person? I've always wondered that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spectators. If we want to shuffle around a bit. And some people drop out. You can come back in if it turns out that the spectators haven't gone. We need 5 people to leave. Maybe just everyone who was there leave and then pop back in again after like 30 seconds or something. No worries. And I guess when there are no longer any spectators, I'll welcome everyone else back in. So we still have 4 spectators who wanted to join in. Uncanny, you gotta get in there. There's a person named Person. I'll never know who that is. Jake the Reaper. That's funny. And Jakosh. Okay, since we still have room, I'm going to count down. You guys have 30 seconds to hop on in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 10 people that are allowed in. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so how many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, well, we're going to start the game up. Just because you're blank doesn't mean you're right. Just because you're the fish of knowledge doesn't mean you're right. I also made sure not to do any of them that required putting more than 1 blank. For one, because I couldn't figure out how to in this engine, but I also just am never a fan of those. It like doubles or triples the amount of cards you need to make this game work. I wish I could kick people, but I can't. So just humor me for a bit. There was still plenty of room for other people. So yeah. I got Roma again. What are the odds? Okay, just because you're being stuck in the friend point banner doesn't mean you're right. Because you are a Valkyrie threesome. Your Canis is penises. That's impressive. Unless you're Clay, doesn't mean you're right. Bending people into human pretzels, that's good. Abusing projection to obtain sex toys. The one that made no sense wins. That's funny. No, that's fine. If you left and then waited a while, that's fair. What corrupted the Holy Grail? You would expect that. No, let's blame Runru, the freaky-ass clown girl. Okay, so they are different people. I've always wondered that. How do you jump in? Were you not in before? Or are you in now? And you might have to leave and then pop back in. So go from spectator. So become a spectator so I know that I want you to be in the next game. But as soon as you leave and hop back in, then I think it will actually join you. Okay, so what corrupted the Grail? Magical lilies, sweet pirate booty, the incalculable number of deaths on Reachka's shoulders, the Riz perception, Cthulhu appreciating hentai, Nissan driving a Nissan, or being a servant in the 69th Holy Grail War. Those are pretty good. Weirdest tags to F2? I'd imagine scat. That's always a little strange. Solomon formed a pact with 72. Vorpal chickens would be funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vorpal chickens. Okay, yeah, sorry. I guess I didn't make that clear. I'm just figuring out this stuff myself. So for the next game, we'll get you in. We will get you in. I plan to do this for a while. Alright, so 72 Shinsengumi, that makes sense. Centaur droppings, made a pact with inanimate objects. Made a pact with 72 virginities. Naboos! That makes sense. Foreigner servants taking over, yep. Incest babies makes sense. Perfectly preserved spiritual cock of Albion, still abundant with mana and life. Vorpal chickens, or 7 taboos of Atlas. What did he do? Reproduce more? Or is that 72 sets of 7 taboos? That's a lot of taboos. Are they all going to be like Mordred, I wonder? I have a feeling there was a lot of incest in general in Solomon's time. Koyanskaya made a fortune selling black keys and salt. Wouldn't that make sense? Yeah, and that's the only one that I got that would make sense. Made a fortune selling Bradamante. Well, that makes sense. Licking Astolfo's stomach, you'd make a fortune with that. Black keys and salt, yeah. Boudica's large booty, also very profitable. A magical love spot. If you could make more of them. Self-cessed. Do you want to bang yourself? Saber faces, makes sense. Kirei's superior stash of booze. Or the Yaga. Nasu's the one that made a fortune selling saber faces. Yes, my favorite Bradamante dojin is where Astolfo keeps getting hard in the middle of battle, and so Bradamante has to get him off. But because she saved her main area for Ruggiero, I forgot which order of letters that is, she's like, the back door's fine. That's one of the dojins that got kicked off of Hentai, which is sad. Very sad. And of course the joke is, no matter how many times Bradamante gets her own cousin off, he still gets a hard on at the end anyway. I think it's just called Milking Astolfo. It's one of my favorites. It's drawn so well. I love femboys getting it from other chicks. You would have used Grand Orgasm? Oh, whoever was the card czar did not pick a card, so they all got nullified. Maeve was killed when someone threw blank at her. I'm pretty sure you would die if an upside-down pyramid landed on you. Of course, that's just the noble phantasm of Ozymandias. You're not a fan of Astolfo Dojins because most of the time he's on the receiving end. I wouldn't mind it if it were like a strap-on or a futa. Someone threw a horny hippogriff at her. Oh my. Baber at her. Gundo shots. That would make sense. Mashu's black barrel. Big black barrel. Throw a foe at her. Foe's not happy. Scantily clad knife-wielding loli. That would do it. A flow of dragon's blood. Flood of dragon blood. Or a tasty croissant. Courtesy of Gordolf. Those are all really good. And that's more close to her actual lore, because she was killed by something fairly innocuous. Oh, so we're back to some of these prompts. What brought ruin to the British Lost Belt? Starting massive fire or whatever. Sure. It was a cheese croissant. That makes sense. Wouldn't that be more like a cream cheese? Cheese of any kind can be used to kill her. A friggin' spriggin', a medjed sheet, being into C and B torture, the Jabberwock, Bogart, that makes sense, a lot of sense. Starting a massive fire, big titty monk, a box within a box, or a worshipping Arcuate as a god. Those are all pretty good cards too. Well placed for this prompt. The mini Astolfo? Is he mini? What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, well it's a different Spriggan, but yes, that makes sense too, you're right. I was thinking about the enemies, the Spriggans, but yeah, I forgot about him. You put cheddar cheese in the croissants? You know what? One of my favorite things in college at the dorms was the ham and cheese croissants. Those were so good. Whoever is the czar needs to make a selection, or you're going to be skipped. Who's the czar? Who the hell's the czar? It doesn't list anyone as the czar. Maybe they left? No? It's just not telling me who the czar is. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Protag Neptune is the czar. Cool. Thank you. Blank was the secret sixth member of the Sakura 5. I only have one that's like a single person, so I guess it would have to be primate murder. Unless a thing were the secret member, which would be weird. Sausage, egg, and cheese. Yeah, sometimes the sausage winds up being kind of spicy, though. I don't like that as much. I've had really good sausage that's not quite like that, but yeah. Bastard was the sixth member of the Sakura 5. A floppy dildo. Well, you know, they have to have fun. Altera, that would make sense. Primate murder. Yep. Ayako Mitsuzuri. That'd be fun. Dead apostles. Just several of them together. Crestworms. Data lost. Or Umu. At least, a lot of these are extra. So Umu, we got Altera. So that makes sense. They're Austrian, not French. I am ignorant on geography that I wouldn't have even known that they were French. I just know they're yummy. Croissant. Emma. Emma has joined the Sakura 5. I am the Tsar. To fully unseal Excalibur, blank is required. I was surprised how many good cards we were able to come up with in such a short amount of time. Like, I only really had one day to do it. And this deck is available publicly, so you can use this to play on your own time as well. You just gotta search up the thing, the code, this RHYGX. Okay, so Self-cest is required to fully seal Excalibur. That kind of makes sense. Lying to Kiyohime, oh my gosh. An Excaliblast to the nuts, meaning you already have to use Excalibur to then unleash it further. Spiritrons, making out on Miyama Bridge. A certain Artoria horse dojin. Makes sense, because it's Artoria. Shiro getting stolen from Artoria by Morgan. Pretending to be a man while having a massive rack, which is like everybody from Joan of Arc to others. Casting level 3 strengthening on my cock. I mean, if you're going to be jamming it in the keyhole... No, just kidding. That's really good. I have to make a quick decision. I like how it doesn't want me to pick this one, but I'm trying to pick it. There we go. I got it. That was confusing. I cast level 3. You are under trial at the clock tower today for... probably looking at the reverse side of Reen's skirt. I don't know if they have a harassment policy. How's the points going? Anybody close to winning? Not just yet. Oh, calling Medea a witch. That makes sense. Cleaning your own blood when you die. How dare you clean reverse side of Reen's skirt? Quantum time lock. Jacking off in the middle of a fight. That's a good one. Those are good. Okita's illness has her... well, instead of coughing up blood, let's give her a grand orgasm. Maybe every time she coughs, she also comes. I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing. Who harassed who? Well, you'd assume that the one looking up her skirt is the one doing the harassing. You're the card czar. Oh my. Flu season must be hell on Okita. Well, she coughs blood, so... well... yeah. Okita's illness has her in between a banana oni sandwich and a giant oni ice cream. Oh my. Medea's saber fetish. Being hot for Tengu teacher. Grandorism. Calling Taiga a tiger. That's a weird reaction to your illness. Probing the show to space probe. That makes sense. Mortar and Fran getting a little too friendly or getting stuck right in the heavens feels. Those are good. I like those ones. Oh, someone is feeling nice to me today. I get a point. Thank you. Golden Huge. Golden Huge Roma? I kind of want to just get rid of that one. Salt. Yeah, I don't really have good ones for that. Golden Huge Magecraft, Golden Huge Summoning Catalyst, Golden Huge Post-Banner Depression, Golden Huge Chubby Belly. Well, that makes sense. Golden Huge Thick Thighs. That makes sense. Fergus's Drill being Golden Huge also makes sense. The Bone of My Sword. Yeah, those are some good ones. Those are very good ones. So has your been weak, Ben? Yours has been weird. Mine's been weird too, but good. I made the waifu files for Violet Evergarden, which is available for all early access supporters. The Holy Grail War has masters fighting with their... fighting with the muscles the artist forgot to give, I guess. Mecha magic armor, that makes sense. Dressing a girl to save your cousin, as a girl to save your cousin. Kato Dunzo, the Robo MILF. Fighting with them. Ground up rib bones. Mecha space gods. Homunculi, nature's batteries. That actually is really obvious. A horse that thinks he's a warlord. You get a lot of those. You would need a lot of those, rather. Or GSSR banners. Fair enough. When Kuro is running low on money, she resorts to, okay. She resorts to showing the Rialta Nua cast their H scenes. Fair enough. How is the week weird? I guess it's more private stuff. I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's just not your average week deal due to the stuff you have to deal with. She resorts to turning the Nautilus into a Shota brothel. That makes sense. A lot of sense. A magical love spot. Yamato Takeru's elusive dong. Monster energy can. Taxes. Yaga. Abigail. Exploring Sakura's labyrinth. I mean, yeah, you might find something there. That's so dumb. It's gonna give me like a friggin' seizure. Yeah, the Shota one is good. She resorts to taxes. Maybe by doing servants' taxes or people's taxes, they'll give her mana. No, you're fine. I regret to inform you that blank has died during Elizabeth's concert. Jason has died during the concert. Kuro and Chloe are the same person, yes. Who's died? Fergus. An army of Nobus all died. Gareth. Oh no. Hephaestion. Jill. Funny Vamp. Or Zeus. You killed Zeus with your singing? That's pretty bad. Maybe try zooming out will help the final answer. Maybe. But I've also got the window screen matched to this. I didn't want to zoom out. For the sake of keeping the screen like it is. Ah, somebody won. Who won? I don't know who won. Oh, I broke it. That was weird. Alrighty. So, any hentai about Shota or loli brothels? Not that I'm aware of. Oh, it was you. Alright, so everybody out. Please. Well, everybody out. Anyone who was a spectator, please leave and then hop back in as a player. And then when there are no more spectators, we will allow everyone else to hop back in, first come, first serve. So Uncanny leave, Jack the Reaper, Balthazar, Ortlinde's waifu, Jake. Everybody leave and then pop back in as yourself, as a player. I assume that's not too difficult. I'll give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Balthazar, you have a little bit of time, but anyone else? Oh, I think we already have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're good. We gonna start the game! Why was Pizza Night canceled at the Clock Tower? The latest Ankomando Jinshi happened. I don't know if many people know what that thinks, or know what that is. Basically, Astolfo being Giga Chad and smashing all the other waifu. And yes, so become a spectator if you want to be in the next round. That is how I'm doing things at the moment. Oh, that previous dojin about Astolfo? I think it was just called Milking Astolfo. But Ankoman is an artist who makes several dojins, all featuring Astolfo banging very big-chested versions of all the waifu in Caldea. Okay, so why was it canceled? Emiya, no fun. Insisted on making the pizza himself. I don't know. Sephar the White Titan. Canis' Penis. Nobody thought it was coming. You never see it coming. Yamata no Orochi. Or the fairies. The fairies ruin everything, right? The fairies ruin everything. Here at Caldea, we're using blank as mana batteries. You can extract. Use the Tamamo 9. Why not? Get them all together and use them to power the other servants. Please don't tell me it's NTR. It might be. I mean, technically nobody's like... Most people are not in established relationships within Caldea, with the exception of a couple of servants, like Sigurd and Brynhildr and stuff like that. So what's being used as batteries? Whatever the fuck a Kuda Kuda is, that makes sense. You're going to have a lot of them. Rotting orphans in the basement. That's way too real. The moon cell. I guess it's its own battery. Shutin and Raiko making out. Does that generate more? Medea's collection of saber figures. Those are magical. I would have chosen the Rotting Orphans. It's just too appropriate. But that's a good one, too. Solomon formed a pact with 72. Okay, so we've seen this one again. 72 divine constructs would make him very powerful, right? That's a lot of divine constructs. Are you aware of the FGO JP summer event? Kind of. I just ordered a figure of Summer Castoria. The one with the baggy pants and the white bikini top. It was only like $50. I was like, hell yeah. Solomon formed a pact with Mecha Space Gods. That's a little too appropriate. I mean, no such thing. Sweet Pirate Booty. You got a lot of those. Incest Babies, Divine Constructs, Dead Apostles. That's fair. 7 Taboos of Atlas. Full-fledged Net Junkie, Foxwives. Incest Babies again. I think that's exactly like what it was last time. Sun Wukong and FGO. We do not have Sun Wukong in FGO just yet. Well, actually, we kind of do. Not in FGO, but he is in the Nasuverse. There is one picture of him, I think, of Monkey Man. But it's not especially official or used that often. He does them in front of Master. I am the Tsar. Beware, the famed labyrinth is occupied by... Now, when I say famed labyrinth, I mean the Daedalus one that's supposed to have a Minotaur. It's occupied by Caldea, the organization for building harems. It's occupied by thick thighs. You might never want to leave. The calamitous memories of beasts. Again, you might not want to leave. Yamate Kuda stop. All of the hentai in the Gate of Babylon has been scattered throughout the labyrinth. That would be a fun minigame. Imagine playing that, like, in real life, too. Like a hedge maze or something where people just, like, hid tons of hentai for you, and whatever you find, you get to keep. Pegasus, a horny hippogriff, Hans being so foul he breaks TOS, or the Topsel Sphinxes. I'm gonna do the hentai. I'm gonna do the hentai. Yes, Sun Wukong, he's possessing what's his face. I forgot his name already. The dude who's hanging out with Reen in the first introduction. Blank was the Secret Six member of the soccer. It's starting to... We have more prompts than that. It's just not doing a good job randomizing. A horse. Sure, why not? I don't have the best cards for this one. Ergo. Yeah, that's right. Ergo. I haven't read any of the following ones, because they haven't been fan translated just yet. It's called Milking Astolfo. The Dojin you're talking about. Bone of My Sword was the secret member. Watson was the member. That's funny. Kato Danzo. I would like to see that. If it got her more screen time. Mashu's Big Black Barrel. Bootleg class cards. What I mean when I say I want to see it is mean, yeah. My wish upon the Holy Grail is... the reverse side of Reen's skirt. Fair enough. What future collab in FGO would you like to see? I mean, Fate's collabs are just with themselves in the Nasuverse, so I'm not really sure if... What haven't they done? What haven't they done yet? Kanan. It might be cool to have Kanan be a servant. Kanan and Alphard. Earlier I was saying people were hating on Jean just because Karna lost because of her and Apocrypha. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's because he keeps asking for what it was. Wish upon the Holy Grail is self-cessed, the reverse side of the skirt, hacking the moon to watch porn, Nero's awful singing, filthy grail sludge. That's what Kirei wanted, basically. King Protea sitting on your face. You would think, except you might not survive it. Did you know Gilgamesh has blank in the Gate of Babylon? He has the Tsukihime anime in there. Thank you. Tralm Array 1210. So yeah, again, if you want to be joining in the next round, you can join as a spectator, and we will try to get you in between them. Okay, so did you know Gilgamesh has clay in the gate? That makes sense. Watanabe's mushroom haircut. Another useless memorial craft essence makes sense. Tosaka's defense... Oh, look at that. He has that? That sounds like NTR if you ask me. It not showed the last round? Oh, shoot. So if you stub your toe, this blank, this blank, this blank. These balls, these balls, these balls, these balls, these balls. Jean is very, very good. And I like her English VA. She also does Violet Evergarden and An from Persona 5. Speaking of, any of you guys gonna buy the Persona 3 DLC that just came out? This Medea saber fetish, this Medea saber fetish, this Medea saber fetish, this Medea saber fetish. These wyverns, these wyverns, these wyverns, these wyverns. Oh, we have a winner. Okay, so as I was just saying, if you are in the spectators, everybody out, everybody leave. And then the 3 spectators we have, leave and then join as a player. Detract and Balthazar. You leave and then you come back as a player. You can do it, spectator Balthazar. You can do it. Come on, Balthazar. You can do it. I'll give you a couple of seconds. I'll read the chat a little bit. There's already DLC. It's the Answer DLC. The side arc with, Aegis. Did you see Archer already announced for Honkai Star Rail? I mean, we knew he was there. It was for Unlimited Blade Works, and he's like the main character. The main servant, basically. Alright, now how many people we got? Alright, more people can hop back in now. Balthazar's had his chance. Well, yeah, if they don't put Artoria, that would be weird, right? It's crazy people are already making... Oh, there's more than one Balthazar. That's so confusing. Alright. Works for me. We got enough people. So I will start... Actually, no. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I'll start the game. I think you can still join in a game. Closing the tab and reopening it instead of clicking leave the game at the top. Oh, interesting. At Ryudo Temple, Issei practices... He practices making the Pope a woman. Dai persona would be Roland. Half-naked madman with a mini femboy on his shoulder. Who's the mini femboy? You mean Astolfo? Oh, that's weird. You have to change your name? Well, again, if you were already in as a spectator, you could not rejoin. But yes, if you want in the next one, join as a spectator, and we'll do a swappy swap between. It's first to 4 points each game. Okay, Ryudo Temple, he practices bootleg class cards. He practices the lollies kissing. Blank was the secret. Oh, come on. I wish we could skip cards or veto the ones that are there, because we have like 180 black cards. Oh, you could... What? You don't have to skip your... What the hell happened? I didn't mean to choose a mecha horse, but you know what? That actually works. I'm fine with that. The black card got... You can... Okay. Are you still the Tsar, though? Are you the same Tsar? If you can skip it... I didn't know you could skip it. Okay, well, that's more fun. Alright, so if we see repeat black cards, feel free to skip it, I guess. I didn't know that was a thing. That's amazing. That'll make the game more fun. He woke up to a naked Jason, a naked Nobu, naked ghouls... Naked Reen trying to handle a Blu-ray player sounds like it could be fun. You know, you had to teach her how to insert the data. The 12 Paladins of Charlemagne. All naked. Wow. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, I didn't see who won that one. That was weird. It's getting a little glitchy. Have you ever done the Nyanya Paradise event on Goddess of Victory? Which one was the Nyanya Paradise? I can't remember what that was. Oh, Zelrech is at it again, and this time he's... This time he is the cock of Albion, I guess. Whatever. Dying Cat one? Dying Cat one? It's Nero's, right? Or... Right, I mean, it's the one that introduced Nero. And I like Nero, I have her. Zelrich is at it again, and this time he's gender swapping everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I like that one. That was a good decision. Kiara put what down there? Everything, right? She fit all of proper human history in her cooch. How would waking up next to a naked Hypnotoad even work? Yeah, it's already naked. Kiara put goblins down there. Abigail's keyhole into her own keyhole. It's like keyception. Dragon Tooth Warriors. That sounds painful. Proper human history. Toko's life-sized love dolls. She just sticks the whole thing down there. Costco-sized portions of curry. That's gonna burn. An upside-down pyramid. Wow. Those are really good. A threesome in her. Wow. She's just like the host to... Yeah. Those are really good. I like the pyramid. That's my favorite. Yeah, no worries. I'm still going. We've been going for an hour so far. When Nito Kreese is embarrassed, she hides under Ganesh's belly. That would be weird. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. It's big enough to hide under. That would be strange. But yeah, I've done every event in Nikke. She hides under the defenseless Amos. The Majed Sheet? Wow, you got that card. What a perfect lineup. Flex Golem is useful for fixing everything. Ganesha Jibba, Belly Warlord, Thick Dies, Floppy Dill. I'm very impressed that the actual card it was meant to go with showed up in there. Is there a way to close YouTube but not close the live stream? No? I don't think so. Not on a phone. I think you can maybe minimize it, but I'm not very familiar. I guess it depends on your operating system. Cersei's magic turns people into... Turns them into Baber. Why not? We could have more Baber. Just turns them into Saber Faces, maybe. Although Saber Faces is a separate one. Turns people into Rama's wife. Is that a way to get around the limitations? Oh, poor girl. I can hear her coughing. Poor baby girl. Turn them into Jack. Turn them into Watson. Turn them into Emiya. Turn them into Padorus, demonic monkeys, Vorpal chickens, or fairies. I know if I, like, swipe it to the point where it's like a floating window, then I can go visit other apps. I've had that before. How is the dog doing? Her coughing is something that she's going to be stuck with, apparently. We just have to help make it more comfortable for her. And she's already on various anti-allergy things and cough suppressants. Beware, the famed labyrinth is occupied by... She's coming to get you, I guess. Daeon's bussy. Do you have to beware that? Too many parallel worlds is fair. Zelrich's love. Werewolves chasing you down would be rather scary to find in a labyrinth. Yeah, I use a Google, which is basically Android, but it works slightly different. I don't know, you kind of have to play with it. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does, and I'm not sure what I'm doing differently. Oh, CL is coming to get revenge. She's just angry. She's just angry. I regret to inform you that blank has died during a little bit of concert. Oh, that one we could skip if you see the option to. I would recommend skipping it. You don't have to, but... we have done that one before. Okay, cool. Maeve was killed when someone threw blanket. Or that one's also a dupe. Duplicate. Enkidu perverse taking the shape of... see, that's good. See, there's all of that. Nero's butt triangle. Although that just means Enkidu would be taking the shape of her clothing, which contained the butt triangle, I guess. Hey, hello. Congrats on 100K. I might have seen it before, but I'll thank you again. The settings on the YouTube app? Interesting. What's taking so long? No, just kidding. Alright. Taking the shape of Yamato Takeru's dong, that makes sense. A falcon with a box. The shadow border's only toilet. That sounds gross. You want to be shat on. Filthy Grail sludge, that makes sense. Raiko's massive milk tanks, that makes fun sense. Those are pretty good. Do you want to become Raiko's milk tanks? I would, personally, if it were me, I would pick the toilet. Because that's disgusting. To take the shape of it. A falcon with a box on its head. That's funny, because that's one of the ones that isn't a fate-related card. But it's good, because we want to, you know... blank yourself, Emiyashiro. I had the perfect... or a perfect card there. This one actually doesn't make any damn sense, now that I think about it. I'm going to use this to get rid of one I don't care about. You always got to pick Reen. You want to read Fate Arrow Jinshi? Of course not. Stuff's fun. Fate's got some really good ones. Grand orgasm yourself, Shiro. I like that one. Self-cessed yourself. That makes perfect sense. Pretend to be a man while having a massive rack yourself. Bathe in your own blood, Shiro Emiya. That would be very confusing. And it actually kind of makes a lot of sense. If you assume he is a virgin, which he is for a lot of it. Don't piss off Charlotte Corday. She's hiding blank. Oh, you just click the X to skip it. Oh, I see now. But no, this is a new card, so... what is Charlotte Corday hiding? CAH online? When you heard someone in your chat wheezing, that means you might have to throw away. What? Oh, Cards Against Humanity. Sorry. Wheezing? Huh. Oh, you came up with this one? That's funny. Okay, so, shoot. Don't piss her off. She's hiding. Castoria's missing toe. How did she find it? Fergus's drill. Oh my. Cannons. Bitches love cannons. Grey's Anatomy. A man-shaped box. Being stuck in the friend point banner. Karya's squirming veins. Mephistopheles with an awkward bulge. The muscles to the arse. I like Castoria's missing toe. I'm giving it to that. She's hiding the artist, the muscles the artist forgot to give her. That's also a very good one. That's also a very good one. There's just too many good ones. Time travel in the Nasuverse is accomplished via... Cosmagic Blues. Kind of. Kinda. Both love and hate time and fate. Yes. It's accomplished via convincing Ayako Kawasami to voice ufotable hentai scenes. God, I'd love that. Sherlock, Secret Stash. Both are probably impossible. Ferg is hitting anything that moves. Hitting on anything that moves. Artoria's Magic Johnson can time travel. Gouda Goudas can probably time travel as well. Well, they create singularities, so in a way, that's kind of a time travel, yeah. Shinji was killed by his already something that we've done. Feel free to skip it. But it's also a good prompt. Oh, the Seventh Holy Scripture was made using Astolfo's secret sauce. It is forbidden. They would not reanimate the H scenes. They're not going to do that if they make a Fate route. But I do wish they would animate those scenes. Specifically UFO table. The scripture was made using Tono's preference for his sister, a certain horse dojin, a giant ass Princess Mononoke style golem, Golem Cater Malkuth, because it creates nature under its feet. Dead Apostles, that would make a lot of sense. The Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception. Big Titty Monk makes the Seventh Holy Scripture, or Watanabe's Mushroom Cut. A DJ spinning the Akashic Records. Why won't they do it? Because they haven't touched anything of the official hentai of Fate since 2004. The most popular event at Servant Fest is... I don't have the best cards for this one. I'll do Boudica's Booty. Fair enough. Yep, only the very initial version of the game had those scenes, and when it moved to PlayStation 2, they skipped it. Okay, so most popular event is Moriarty's back cracking, calling Taiga a tiger, Mandracardio, the workout for self-conscious people, making out on Miyama Bridge, swatting Oberon with an electric racket, that is a good one, Don Quixote's fine ass, Benny Enma insulting your cooking, or giving Creamhild a cream pie. Wow, those are good. People had much better cards than I did. I love it. I love it. People go to Servant Fest to get insulted. Fair enough. I would swat Oberon. Merlin steps out on stage and says, everyone gets a gay bulg. That's kind of what he would say. But I also have the card, Merlin, get me my dick, but it doesn't fit grammatically there. Moriarty is an old man, so his back would be cracking because he's an old man. You pick your guy because you're also an English teacher. Okay. Everyone gets a Mr. Cell Phone. Everyone gets the script for Tsukihime too. Everyone gets your wife, basically. They gave a box-shaped man, Clay, the Jabberwock, Shiroko Tamine, not Kirei's child, post-banner depression. The script for Tsukihime too. Thank you, Merlin. What do you mean who was earlier? Oh, so we have a winner. Cool. Now, I just noticed something. The box expansion for Cards Against Humanity is really stupid. It's not even... So we'll do the second expansion instead, and we'll get rid of the box expansion. But yeah, let me look here. So we've got some spectators. Everybody out, and we'll let the spectators in. And then after the spectators are gone, we will allow a new batch of people to start joining. Merlin would probably know because of clairvoyance. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Do we want Ice Lance the Elemental or Claws G3? In order to join, you have to then leave as a spectator and then join again as a regular player. But I think we have room for one more. So if G Guy hops back in, that would be ideal. Cool. That works. Ice Lance the Elemental. We can do it next time. We are going to start a game here. I love the Tsukihime remake. I can't wait. Other side of the Red Garden, but that's got me super excited. It's finally getting a release for Fate X to record. It got a release year, more so than anything. Yeah, if you don't want to do the non-Fate themed prompts, feel free to just skip them. I just put those in so that we'd have a little bit more. Yeah. Waver got fired for... Oh. Shiro's best dish is made with... Oh. Let's say he made them with his pants. Whatever that means. Shiro's best dish is made with the fish of knowledge. Another shot of morphine. A horny hippogriff. Leonidas' missing pants. Making out on the Miyama Bridge. Cooking ramen. Infinite Saint Quartz. And an upside-down pyramid. I like the fish of knowledge. But... putting morphine in your food is interesting. Caldea's new mascot only says one thing, and it's... I don't have any quote ones this time for myself. Shuden Yokai, hey OtakuDaiKun, just popped in to say hi, and congratulations on reaching 100k suds. Is your very first super chat. Thank you very much. Actually, this is Shuden Yokai, right? I don't have the full name there. Oh, whoops, I didn't get to read that. Artoria fierce on the battlefield declares blank is the enemy. That actually sounds funny. Yeah, I was Shuden Yokai. Ah, shit. I readjusted the window. Whoopsie! I wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, what is the enemy? A shittier parallel universe. Barghest's abs are the enemy. Is she jealous? Taxes are the enemy. Whatever the fuck Kuda is. Jill. Squadron of Moles. Runru. Kato Danzo. Nice. Now, let me right-click this, say transform, and stretch to screen. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. Another way to transfer mana is... that would make sense. Yeah, just on my screen it says shut in yo, and then it cuts it off to the actual super chat payment. Another way to transfer mana is bounded fields, giving Cream Hill to Cream Pie. Yeah, that makes sense. Yamato's Dong, Zeus was horny. That will have a lot of mana, spending a shit ton of quartz with no 5-star. Gender swapping everyone. Waver in a hospital bed. Telling Penthesilea she's beautiful, or Astolfo's secret sauce, which probably contains mana. But he's not a mage. Astolfo by himself, right? He just uses mystic codes. But yeah, I think that's a good answer. To participate in the war, Waver stole his masters. Bootleg class cards. If virginity shows up in there, I would pick that. That would be funny. Then Kaneth is like, what? What? You did what to me? Oh, whoops. Participate. Waver stole his masters. Old Man River. Generating Hydra heads. Floppy dildo. That makes sense. Artorias Johnson. So he stole his masters, Artorias Johnson. He stole his Yowie Dojins. Magic Circuits, Demonic Monkeys, or Pegasus. Gotta get back to work. Thank you for joining in, Balthazar. Catch you later. Hans is having trouble with his new book. It's called Catastrophic Urethral Trauma of the Book. See, some of the Cards Against Humanity original cards are actually decent. Not all of them, but some. Orion the pervy teddy bear. That sounds funny. Post-banner depression. A sad fat dragon with no friends. Daeon's bussy. Crab apples all over the fucking sidewalk. Orion the pervy teddy bear would be the perfect children's story. I do agree with that. That is true. Don't piss off Charlotte Corday. She's hiding blank. That's a duplicate. Feel free to skip it. You just click the X. That's a decent prompt. It's not one of the Fate ones, but that's fine. Got really into Outer Gods, being hot for Tengu teacher, that makes sense. Medea's collection of figures, probing the Shota, wanting Ritsuka's virginity, reading the novel first, that makes sense. In your midlife crisis, you read Fate. Lovecraftian self-insert. Shutin and Raiko making out, he's like, yeah. And Crestworms. That's a weird hobby to get into when you're like you'd have to be older than Karya. Karya's not really in his midlife crisis yet, is he? Maybe he is. How old was he supposed to be? I don't know. Crestworms. He's like, I'm going to stick those. Or he's into putting other people in the pit. You haven't lived until you've experienced blank and blank at the same time. That's a decent one. says pick 2, but... Okay, there we go. I guess the... Oh, I wonder if more people can get points by doing that. I can see this going very well and horrendously. Yeah. I usually don't like the 2-prompt ones when I play, like with physical cards, but... Okay, no, it does pair them together. This is too many to read in time. Congrats on 100,000 subscribers. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you very much. You used to watch Cards Against Humanity videos? So it would be like, until you've experienced the 12 Paladins of Charlemagne and the Bone of My Sword at the same time. Or a massive mecha horse and the Wild Hunt at the same time. Or Reen trying to handle a Blu-ray player and the Quantum Time Lock at the same time. She's never going to fix that thing. So whatever you feel best in that scenario, you can pick. You pick the full pair. Armor that leaves nothing to the imagination, and the Amazonas package full of Professor Tokiomi's old underwear. Interesting. Was Tokiomi ever a professor? After Galahad stopped responding to her, Mashu has upgraded to blank. I am the Tsar! Oh, you still get a single point. Well, you're right. That would make sense. A quantum time lock based on no matter what happens, you must put your... Or in all universes, rather, you will put your Johnson in there. That or her anus will always be defenseless for that particular moment in time for all universes to behold. So, of course, Orton Axe is what's supposed to go in the blank, but Mashu is upgraded to jacking off in the middle of a fight. Maybe that's how you interpret the Orton Axe. She's upgraded to Nero's butt triangle. I wish. Orton Axe is not nearly as sexy as her first ascension. She's upgraded to Jaguar. She's upgraded to Necromancy. Daddy's belt. Oh my. Ooh, thank you, Terra Lord. Thank you very much. She's upgraded to being into C and B torture. I could read a mana from that. She's been upgraded to consecutive mana transfers, or Big Titty Monk. I'm most excited about the consecutive mana transfers. She's like, you know what, I have to make up for my lack of powers somehow. After months of debate, the Occupy Wall Street General Assembly could only agree on more. Yeah, that was kind of a weird prompt. Hassan of the Cursed blank. Hassan of the Pirate Booty. You're not looking forward to 2030. Velbar is gonna be a dick and come back to Earth. Yeah, he is. Who's your favorite Hassan? Serenity, obviously. Hassan of the Cursed, Death by Seven, Seagal? What? Steven Seagal? Son of the Cursed, Yamate Kurastop. Mephistopheles with an awkward bulge is already cursed. Takeuchi his art gets mocked all the time because his characters have the same Spiritrons? Meh. That one's a throwaway for me. I don't mind the chick in the 100-faced Hassan, but when you realize that that particular Hassan is likely male and is just representing his different alternative personalities as such, I don't know, whatever. They all have the same cannons, divine constructs, mystic eyes, Seal's glasses, filthy grail sludge, incest babies, Mr. Cell Phone, Spiritrons, or Burger King. They all have the same Burger King. Would that mean they all go eat at the same Burger King? I don't think that's a room to criticize. They all go to the same Burger King. It's like Avengers and their shawarma. Fate fans are desperate for UFO table to animate. Yeah. Animate the doujinshi. That would be interesting. To animate Chaldea for building harems, witches, the latest Ankaman, being awesome at sex, fair enough. The full-fledged net junkie, Jinako, a useless goddess, fair enough. Raiko's massive milk tanks. There you go. There you go. Kyoani would be another phenomenal choice, though. I just think they are not proper for a Fate adaptation. Scandinavia Peperoncino got his nickname from I'm gonna get rid of this one. I want better cards. Raining fecal matter. A DJ spinning the Akashic Records. The reverse side of Reen skirt. A Valkyrie threesome. Crushing Mr. Peanut's brittle body. That's funny. Castoria's missing toe. Zelrech's love for magical girls. Or Bogart. Or Bogart. Is that like Terry Bogard? Why are you insulting voice actors? What? Who's insulting voice actors? I don't see anybody of that doing that here. How did he get his name? A DJ spinning the Akashic Records. Fair enough. That's almost like it was fated to be that way. Well, even so, Koi no Katachi is so well made, though. Even if you like the missing manga bits. Alrighty, who we got in the spectators? We need 3 people to leave. At least 3 people to leave. 4 people to leave, sorry, because we've got Ice Lance the Eternal, Person, Laser, and Kosh. Everybody out. And then those 4 can leave and then join in as regular players. And once we don't have spectators no more, we'll let everybody back in. Reminds me of that scene from a dodgeball. Laser. Taser. Blazer. It was like Blade, Laser, Blazer. Something like that. Armor Hide, you just joined as a spectator. Do you want to join for realsies? We got room. We got room. People are joining as a spectator, but we still got room. I'm going to give you 10 seconds for you to leave and then come back in as a player if you want to be in on the next game. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Somebody did something. They did it right when I hit 1. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, cool. Ice Lance the Eternal. That's how you do it. If you are a spectator, you quit out of being a spectator and then rejoin the room, but this time as a regular player. That's how you do it. Alright, kids in the pool. Anyone wants to join, do so now. There's room. Hey, Gumigun. Oh my god, I'm going to bust song? What? Is that like the I jizzed in my pants? Lance Kresnik. Tails references. Still got room for more people. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have room for one more. If they didn't hear me, I've said it every time. They've had their chance. Anyone want to join in and fill that last spot is fine with me. Even if it's a repeat. I just want to make sure that the spectators have a chance to hop on in. Alright, well, nobody's joining. Let's, oh. I'll start the game. Since there is a spot, then they still have an opportunity to join mid-game, I think. Maeve invites you to her chariot. You part the curtains and find... a massive bicorn's horn. Well, the bicorn basically is a horse. And you find hell, that's fair. Gouda's fetish for red hair, that makes sense. Barghest's abs, if you're lucky. Bicorn's massive horn. Fairies, rotting orphans in the basement of her chariot. That's a big chariot. Lovecraft self-insert. Or sweet pirate booty. You don't know how to spectate? You join either as a spectator or a player. Gordolf won over Canis with... the balls. That's funny. I'll pick that. Is it his balls? I assume so. Meatballs? That's true. They don't have to be those. So he won over Canis with her own balls. Gordolf with won over Canis with consecutive mana transfers. That's a good one. Canis's penis. Gave it back to her, I guess. Self-cessed, pretending to be a man while having a massive rack. The balls, Bidet's saber fetish, Orion the pervy teddy bear, or Chaldea for building harems. I like consecutive mana transfers, or the penis, because by default, Canis doesn't really have a penis, but in proper life, she wanted to and became as such because of Poseidon. Again, just because I like it doesn't mean you have to pick it, but yeah. There's a new servant class. It's called... Funny Vamp, why not? Yes, Canis would like the pain is back, but You know what? If Canis wants the pain is back, but then still remains the exact same Canis we see, I wouldn't mind. There's actually... there's some artist who loves making art of Futa Canis on a gender-bent Kirshdaria, and it's pretty true. Funny Vamp isn't Funny Vamp is not a class. It could be a class now if there's more than one. Atlas Alchemist's Touching Grass. Baber. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Does Canis like Gordolf? I don't think like that. As a person, yeah. Artoria, fierce on the battlefield, declares blank as the enemy. Okay, I ask of you, are you my blank? What account is this so I can research them? I don't know their name. I know you can find them on Sankaku Complex. Are you my hero of justice? That makes sense. Are you my Altera? Are you my Saberface? Are you my foe? Are you my basic human decency? Are you my proper human history? Are you my demonic monkey? Are you my Tristan on antidepressants? Or are you my Rail Zeppelin? Mashu is such a precious... Nobu, I guess. I don't have better cards for this. I do not. Mashu is such a precious Gorgon, a precious clay, an imaginary number space, a precious bullshit, a precious cute little piggy, a precious Mephistopheles, a precious bastard, a precious Nobu, or a precious baptism sacrament. Terufu? I don't know what artist that is by name. She's such a precious Gorgon, as it were, in the Babylonia anime. Before joining Chaldea, Yume Ren was blank. She was getting killed by the Ryogi Mafia. Oh no! But it wouldn't, like, truly kill her, because she just comes back. She too is immortal. He did lots of Poke Girl art, but he branched out to other series before he disappeared. Okay. Yume Ren was Magimari, an upside-down pyramid. Alice's tight wonder snatch. Getting kill Kato Danzo. Starting a massive fire. Probing the Shota space probe. Fair enough. She's just a pyromaniac. You haven't truly lived if you... Oh, that's the same one. We can skip this one. Click the X. We don't like it. We already did that one. After Galahad stopped responding... Oh, that's another one that we duped. It's because they're all new games. Theoretically, if you just played one really long game, it would stop giving us duplicates, but yeah. Kirei is absolutely enthralled by the heat from... Friendship of the Thighs. Get down on that. Predicted Rex's growth spurt. Interesting. He's enthralled by the heat from all the deaths Ritsuka caused. Friendship of the Thighs. Lev Liner. the Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception, regenerating Hydra Heads, Mordred and Fran. I would be enthralled by that. Making Servant Jeeves a femboy twink. Yeah, he would like that too. All of this blood. Yes, he would be enthralled by that. Hacking the moon cell to watch porn. Those are some pretty good ones. Lance Kresnick is your favorite VTuber name? There's someone named Lance Kresnick? Didn't know that. Everyone likes hacking the moon cell to watch porn. Alice's new ploy is called... A Flood of Dragon's Blood. Oh, you're using as a VTuber. Gotcha. Understood. You are not the Lance of Kresnick. You are just Lance Kresnick. Plain and simple. Who would have predicted all the growth spurts in Fate, especially waivers near 30 centimeter from Mage 20? What's your opinion on Vlad the Third? I like the version in Apocrypha and how he hates being called a vampire. Can you be a VTuber with only a phone? Yes, actually, there are ways to do that. There are apps that you can stream Vroid characters, for instance, with on your phone. But you would be streaming yourself, hopefully at home. Hopefully your phone has a good enough Wi-Fi connection. Her new ploy is called Loli's Kissing, or a threesome with Katic and Anastasia, calling Mordred a woman. Rama's Mexi wife Sita is a good ploy. We need more back of that. If God didn't want us to enjoy blank, he wouldn't have given us blank. This should be good. This should be good. This should be very good. I like this idea. Normally I don't like the two ones, but here it should be fine. I am always tired. You have to choose 2 cards for this one, so you have to click... Yeah, there you go. You figured it out. Real quick. Alright, so, if God didn't want us to enjoy Data Lost, he wouldn't have given us the Knights of the Round Table. That doesn't make sense to me. If God didn't want us to enjoy Stella, he wouldn't have given us an Excaliblast to the nuts. As in, that's how you scream when you get hit in the nuts. If you didn't want to enjoy Caressing Bunions, wouldn't have given you Beast Boobs. If you wanted to enjoy Bradamante, they wouldn't have given us all the hentai in the Gate of Babylon. That makes sense. Exploring Sakura's Labyrinth, he wouldn't have given us Trace On. What is he going to trace on a penis? A Gyaru who doesn't wear panties. The finger bang of... I like this one. I like this one. Taxes. Computer your stash of booze. Swatting Oberon with an electric Raticate. I give the winner to this. I want to finger bang Suzuka Gozen. You think I should give Nikkei a chance to come back? I don't know. That's up to you. Astolfo is hiding a massive... Yamata no Orochi. He's got multiples. He's got multiples that he's hiding under there. See you later, Terror Lord. Of course I'll save the VOD, even if it gets demonetized. Stolfo's hiding a massive Grey's Anatomy, a massive Harem EX skill, a massive Burger King, A massive fantasy tree, that's funny. A massive horse, massive, slightly shittier parallel universe. A slightly, a massive squadron of moles. Yaoi dojins. I don't think Astolfo's hiding the dojins. They're pretty easy to find. All more for your waifu? Yes. Excalibur. Excalibur milk tanks. An 8-forked cock. I'm not sure. I guess so, yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of creepy. If it comes out as one single root, or you just got multiples that are all coming from the base. That depends. Excala Blu-ray player. Excala rate up is a lie. That's funny. Excala, it's a trap. Excala Jason. Excala Kudu. Excala goblins. Excala jaguar. You guys had a lot of the screaming ones. That's perfect. Excala rate up is a lie. Another way to transfer mana is blank. We've done this one already if you want to skip it, but you don't have to. In fact, this is the exact same combination of cards that won last time. Stolfo's like, you have yours on display in the living room bookshelf? You mean your dojins, yeah. Another way to transfer mana is crestworms. This is actually true. Morphine. Giving Creamhild a cream pie. King Protea sitting on my face. Infinite Saint Quartz. Her sitting on your face and sitting on your Johnson are like literally the same thing because she's so big. What am I sort of incest babies? Fergus hitting on anything that moves. I'd probably pick crestworms for me. That's kind of a clever truth card. Lanza Gashinda! Okay, yeah, this is a duplicate. If you want to use it, go for it. You can click X if you want a new one. Marsupials have double fork cards. I don't know if I want to... Well, weird. You say double forked, but in order to fully comprehend that, I'd have to look at a picture. I'm gonna get rid of this Boris card. I don't like that. It's weird. What do you think of the new Nikkei collab? Well, I'm rolling for Asuka. Unfortunately, whenever Nikkei does a collaboration, they can't do anything significant or important with the characters. You know what I'm saying? You Pegasus. You Celtic Rooms. You Yamete Kudastop. You Dennis the Menace. You in between Oni Sandwich. You Lancer Shit Yourself. Is that how he died? Forbidden Library of Gay, whatever. Boris the Soviet Lorehammer. Love Hammer. There you go. You Dennis the Menace. I'm not really interested in Monster... Hunter Hunter. No, I'm not. Unlimited Blank Works. Yep, it's an Evangelion collab. I'm definitely rolling in it. But yeah, whenever there's a collab like that, they can't take the character's lore too deep into consideration. Or they choose not to, rather, which is dumb. Like, you won't learn a damn thing about any of these characters by playing the event. Unlimited Gudako works. Unlimited Foxlight works. Unlimited Nekoark works. Unlimited Thick Thighs works. Unlimited Spending a Day in the Worm Pit works. Unlimited Coughing Up Blood at Inconvenient Times works. Unlimited Yorokobe Shonen works. Unlimited Mecha Armor Works or admitted Shiro's Intestines scat. You know what? Archer would want that. Archer would absolutely want the intestines on the pavement works. Hans is having trouble with his new book. It's called, we've already done that one. Astolfo can be voiced by a man, and people will be fine with that. He's written to be a male, and a guy can still be different in personality since his voice just matches Astolfo. Typically, trap characters are voiced by women because they look feminine, they sound feminine. Theoretically, you could get a man to play a decent Astolfo voice, but it might sound like a trans woman or something rather than a bio woman. I don't know. Muramasa's greatest achievement is forging... Sorry. I don't know. Ah! Forging the Gay Bolg. Forging Apologems, that's nifty. Forging Zelrich's love for magical girls. Forging designer babies. Forging the moon cell, that's pretty impressive. Black Keys and Salt. Toko's life size love dolls. Gotta go. Catch you later, Thomas Lynn. Thanks for stopping by. The new SR Purple? What? Purple? Who's Purple? King of Fighters, great in 2D. They could use better graphics, honestly. They're a bit dated by now. Even for, like, the cel-shaded look they're going for. Did you hear about Cristiano Ronaldo's new YouTube channel? It's the fastest subscribed channel in the history of YouTube. Who the hell is Cristiano Ronaldo? Anyway, okay, so... Again, everybody out of the pool. And then for Armor Hide, Uncanny EXP, PK Fire, and Null... Quit out of, or back out of the game now, leave the game, and then enter as an actual player rather than a spectator, and you will be allowed in. Can you play Extella without knowledge on Extra? Kind of. A little bit. You just have to assume that there was a Grail War fought and that Hakuno won. That's really it. And... they either, and it's presumed they won with Nero, according to Extella's story, but also Tamamo and stuff, like, they work together. Icelance the Elemental, Jkosh, PK Fire. You guys are spectators, so you can quit being a spectator, leave game, enter in, and become a regular player. Dawson, what did you say? For the collab, you know the girl in the red coat? You mean Misato Katsuragi? Yeah, she's nice. We love her. I can't remember. Did I give her 5 stars in my waifu thing? She would be a certified favorite, but yeah. Alright, I don't know what PK Fire is doing. They can still hit leave game and join if they want. But everyone else, feel free to join in until we get 9 people. Catch you later, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. But here's the thing. If you play Fate Extra, Fate Extella is the sequel to a timeline that not even Fate Extra does. It's a weird combination where, like, Nero and Tamamo team up to defeat, or to win the war, or whatever. It's a weird situation. Like, Nasu made up an original backstory for Extella, so that even if you played Extra, it's similar to Extra, but the outcome's different. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can have one more person join. Oh, I think they just did. Foe is Latte. Oh, Foe is late, sorry. Latte would have been funny, I don't know why. Oh, girls used PK Fire too? Alright, just because you're blank doesn't mean you're right. Whatever. CCC can more or less exist regardless of what you chose in the original extra. But, like, yeah. Because you're supposed to go back to extra by the end of it. Just because you're actually Satan doesn't mean you're right. Just because you're calling Mordred a woman doesn't mean you're right. Just because you're an Aztec goddess suplexing me doesn't mean you're right. Making the Pope a woman doesn't mean you're right. A scantily clad, knife-wielding Lily isn't alive. Mapo Tofu, Nobu, being turned into a lion by the gods doesn't make you right. Interesting. You're thinking of giving it a chance? Well, luckily, with Misato, she's the one where if you just play the event for like 3 days and you get your logins, she comes back, like she's free. The guys talk about using the voice to pretend. Well, yeah, because Astolfo is an effeminate male. So if you are an effeminate male, or you can sound like an effeminate male, then that would be pretending. But otherwise, you're just a male playing a male, so where's there to pretend? Or all acting is pretending to be someone else, to an extent. Tell me, King of Heroes, do you have enough blank? Do you have enough demonic monkeys? Do you have enough outer gods? Do you have enough post-banner depression? That's good. Do you have enough Kirei booze? That makes sense, because that is something he would want. Yeah, those are pretty good. Do you have KFC? Kentucky Fried Chicken? Yes. I'm not 100% convinced that the ending of the Rebuild films means that he is in a relationship with Mari, necessarily. Why was Pizza Night canceled at the Clock Tower? That's a good prompt, but we have done it before, so skip at your discretion. Asana the Cursed, that's also Doom. Okay. A pseudo-servant is when an ordinary human is possessed by... You're hungry now, huh? Oh, sorry. Human is possessed by Lev Liner, an ether-soaked rag. Ether being a very different ether in that case. Shutin's Glorious ASMR. If you're possessed by it, does that mean you can sound like that? Possessed by Reen. Possessed by Artoria's Magic Johnson. Possessed by chickens. Singing Mystic Eyes of Riz or Don Quixote's Fine Ass. A lot of these would work if it was like mesmerized by versus possessed by. You're possessed by Lev, the Leprechaun. God damn it. If your dog is hungry? What? Whose dog is hungry? My dog's not hungry. She has a set dinner time. Gaetia attacked humanity by incinerating... I think he saved humanity by incinerating Kuzuki-sensei's orgasm face. You think you found the toxic side of Nasu fans? I think the people who don't like the hentai scenes are the toxic side. Like, oh, they made it so much better. Well, I don't know. Just because they're so, like, vicious about it. By incinerating Daddy's belt, incinerating Ciel. Oh no. Incinerating Nero's butt triangle, that's an affront to humanity. Incinerating waiver, poor dude. Incinerating basic human decency. It's so literal. You're gonna order Domino's. Domino's is okay. I don't think it tastes like cardboard. It smells like cardboard, but that's because you package pizza in cardboard boxes. Toko will never forgive Alco. That's a repeat, but we can still use it. Get rid of this crab apples thing. Destroying humanity with cards. It's going well. Okay, Toko will never forgive Alco for double penetration. Aw. Proper human history. Alco ruined it. That makes sense. Worshipping Arcoade as a god. She just doesn't do that, but yeah. Shikitono's preference for his sister is somehow Alco's fault. Catastrophic urethral trauma. I'd like to see how that happened to Toko. Giving Salome your severed head. Fair enough. Finding Waldo. Or a magical love spot. Double penetration. How dare you do that to me? What did she get, like, Sojiro on her side or something? Another way to mana transfer is, that's a duplicate, if we want to skip that one. This one's good. Toko spent Kokuto's paycheck on... another useless memorial craft essence. I like that. She tends to buy useless things with his money anyway. I don't think Nikkei's getting censorship. The golden bathtub scene. Oh, that is a good use of money. Hell yeah. Craft essence. GSSR banners. That makes perfect sense. Getting spooked on pity. Makes sense. Daeon's bussy. Fair enough. Yodokobe shonen. Whatever that means. Suspending courts with no 5-star. I don't know. Yeah. The Dick Wizard or giving Cream Hill to Cream Pie. Those are some good ones. God damn it. No 5 stars. I'm suffering in the gacha right now for Zenless Zone Zero. I want Ching Yi really badly, but I'm not going to spend money on her. My wish upon the Holy Grail is... that one is a duplicate, but whatevs. I don't need the Grail to do this. But I can't think of a better one. Oh, that's good. Wishing for Rama's wife would be very good. Wishing for Lancer to shit himself. You just need a command spell for that. Shutin and Raiko making out, fair enough. To get them to do it. To bring together a demon and a demon slayer. You want some of them nanomachines, son. I don't know if you need the Grail to make a horse Storjin with Artoria. Because that's already a thing. Are you... yes, I am playing Zenless Zone Zero. It's very fun. When Shiki doesn't get his way, he threatens to blank. I'm the Czar. So we're talking about Shiki Tono here, and his famous line in Tsukihime, where he basically threatens to badoink-a-doink CL without her consent if she doesn't cooperate. I still haven't gotten to that point on my playthrough of the official English version, so I'm wondering how they translate that. I'm very curious. Ching Yi is busted. I just need, I go based off of characters I think are hot. That's it. Have you roll for the new police girls? Well, Ching Yi is the second of the two police girls. I already got Ju Yuan. When Shiki doesn't get his way, he threatens Takaria's squirming veins. He threatens Shiro's intestines scattered on the pavement. That's if you care. He threatens to explore Sakura's labyrinth. Oh. Didn't know he was acquainted with Sakura. He threatens to erase the entire texture from the planet. He threatens Matahari's blasphemous body. Does he threaten killing for head pats? I think this one's good. I'm going to go for erasing the entire texture. Think you'll finish by Ordeal 3 Summer 9 CL route, that is? I mean, I already know what the route entails. I've played it in the Japanese version. You get very low rolls without paying. You mean very few free rolls. Night arms are not supposed to be used for... getting killed by the Ryogi Mafia? No. Fine. I've got a really shitty hand of cards in this game. It's not supposed to be used for little piggies or failing the pole jump. Magic hippie love cloud. Yamata no Orochi. Rebelling against oppressors. You feel like you might be what that's for. Dressing as a girl to save your cousin. Or Shiro getting stolen from Artoria by Morgan. I have no idea what beefin' over turf even means. Just finished the FF7 remake? Which one? The first one or the second one? They're still really fun fucking games. I just get really frustrated by how they handle the narrative. You're giving it to the snake man? Or the snake. The massive snake with mitty heads. Cersei's magic turns people into... That's a duplicate. The second one, yeah. We've already done that one. Seventh Holy Scripture. There we go. Wodim did nothing wrong except for... None of mine makes sense. I'm gonna get rid of Dennis the Menace. You quit the game. I did not roll a single S tier person in the game. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's extremely rare. In the last 2 times I've gotten a guaranteed S rank, I've gotten fucking spooked. And it's really frustrating when that happens. You should not be spooked when it's pity. Once you've reached pity, you should not get spooked. It just should be that simple. Wodim did self-cest. Wodim did abusing projection to obtain sex toys. Didn't know he could do projection. He heard Kohaku's backstory, and that's somehow his fault. Except for a man in yoga pants with a ponytail and feather earrings. Weird. Except for calling Taiga a tiger. Was always a bad thing. Kiara's Heaven's Hole, that's his fault? Or a slightly shittier parallel universe. I mean, he was trying to make a return to the Age of Gods. Who's your favorite character to play as in FF7? Always Tifa. Tifa, Tifa, Tifa. I typically like the characters that punch shit. Whether they're hot waifu or not. But a lot of times it is a hot waifu, so yeah. I think that's a duplicate, the Lost Belt one. surprised nobody's won anything on this one yet. This lost belt was originally pruned due to... Who's closest to winning? Oh, SSJ group. If I played Final Fantasy XIV, I'd be a monk. Only if you could dress the monk in, like, a sexy dancer outfit. Because sometimes I'll pick whatever character I can make the hottest one. And then also hope that their gameplay is halfway decent. You wanted Qin so bad. Got the game. Well, Qin is still up for rolling. I'm just... You know, usually I could get 1 or 2 rolls each day by doing my dailies. It was pruned due to Nikola Tesla designing his own Cybertruck. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hans is having trouble with his new book. We've done that one before. Reen stares blankly. You summoned a heroic spirit just to blank. We have done that one before as well. Well, no, I said doing your dailies. You don't have to give them money. God, all my cards suck for these prompts. Just to drag Hector from the back of a chariot. That's good. Just for apologems. Just for cleaning your own blood when you die. So you're making the servant clean your blood? That's awfully selfish. And awfully kind of considerate at the same time. You really want King Protea to sit on your face? You summoned a heroic spirit just so you could lose your virginity? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Cheaper than a prostitute. Assuming you are already a mage and you have a catalyst. Did you watch Rosé of the Recapture? I have been. It's not over entirely yet, is it? I don't think so. There's like one new episode I think I haven't seen yet. Next time on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about being hot for Tengu teacher. Because if I were a student, I would be hot for Tengu teacher too. They're opening at Natlan for anyone who finished Liyue. I'm so far behind on Genshin. Yeah, there's 3 more episodes, but I have been watching it. Time to talk to your child about mecha space gods. Armor that leaves nothing to the imagination. Yeah, I don't need my parents telling me about that, other than giving me a thumbs up. Shiro's best dish is made with... We have done this, but we can do it again if you want. Robin Hood is known for stealing from the rich and sharing your wife with your brothers. Fair enough. Are you going to make a video on Rosé of the Recapture? Well, when you say make a video on, it'll be a waifu files for sure. Especially since the hot chicks are the best thing that show's got going for it. You will love Natlan waifu. Got the belly showing. I've got to let me look at that. Well, Natlan is the place, right? So I need the name of characters who are in Natlan, right? Or is it just the general aesthetic? Like NPCs and such, even? Turning a Nautilus into a Shota brothel. That's what he does with the riches. Fair enough. I think that card can win, like, up most prompts, because it's just such a good card. The Holy Grail has masters fighting with their... We have done this one before. get rid of this friggin' card. I was already a sucker for characters like Dea and stuff like that. She was beautiful. The Holy Grail War has masters fighting with their blood, werewolves, pinata full of scorpions. So that's always good. A tasty croissant, Costco-sized portions of curry, jaguar, divine constructs. Who's calling Artaria a ped? And what scene did she do? Say what? Okay, so we got a new game. Nobody's a spectator, so anyone who wants to stay on in can stay on in. Artoria can't be that much older than Shiro. See you later, Uncanny. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming until probably Adi-chan comes home, which should not be for another 90 minutes, at least. Can we add another card expansion? Sure. Sixth expansion? Sure, why not? Okay, I think we have enough people now. Actually, people can still join, I think. Li Shuan only needs one blank to defeat any opponent. You'll need one taiga bursting through the doorway to defeat any opponent. Mualani. Okay, I'll try to do that before the answers. Oh, no, there they are. Only needs one taiga, one magic armor, one bootleg class card, one Kuzuki orgasm, one dead opossum, one full-fledged net junkie, one cute boy, or one Saint's abused turtle, which is a reference to Tarask. Mualani Genshin. I'll try to look her up really fast. Mualani Genshin. Yeah, she's good. I like her. She's like a midriff little bunny. It kind of looks like bunny ears. Yeah, she's good. I think people are pissed she doesn't have dark enough skin, but everything else about her, great. I don't care what her skin tone is as long as it's a human skin tone. Rumor has it that you can score tons of golden apples by... Oh, I'm the czar. Yay! Yes, Jinako is the net junkie. Absolutely. Okay, rumor has it you can score tons of golden apples by... Summoning Catalyst, by failing the pole jump, caressing bunions, showing the real Tanua, basic human decency, making Servant Jesus a femboy twink, and crushing little Mr. Peanut's body. I'm gonna give it to failing the pole jump. It's a consolation prize. You fail, but they give you that. The seventh Holy Scripture was made using blank. We've already done that one. We've already done it! Duh! Takeuchi's art gets mocked because of, yeah, we've done that. Alice's new ploy is called, we've done that. After slaving all summer long, Jalter's latest manga happens to be about... I wish Jalter would be allowed to write that. Because when they did a photo shoot it got banned for being too raunchy. Remember that? At Servant Fest or whatever. Happens to be about witches, Yamato's dick, hacking the moon cell. Like, hacking the moon cell to watch porn is like, yeah, licking Astolfo's stomach. I'd read a dojin about that. Or manga. The Wild Hunt. Foreigner servants taking the hentai industry, probing the space Shota, or being a terrible mother. Jalter never had kids. She got burned before she ever could. She's the Holy Virgin. It's not her fault. Her skin tone is actually accurate to some of your friends. What culture is it supposed to be? Is Natlan, is it like South American or Mesoamerican or something? Oh, I know, but I don't necessarily, yeah. For his noble phantasm, Ozymandias drops blank on his opponents. I don't know what the fuck gourds are. Bone in my sword. Fine, whatever. Drops a turd. That makes sense. Drops a jaguar. An army of mini Nobus. That's a good one. Necromancy. Big titty monk. 55-gallon drum of lube. Would that kill you? Probably. I imagine it would be very heavy. Gudako, the eighth beast of humanity, or bone of the sword, yeah. Australia? Are you sure? No. Yeah, South American and African. Is it like both? How is it both? Iskandar is famously referred to as the king of... the king of grand orgasm. You got a Demon Slayer ad. Cool. The king of Zeus was horny. He's not a direct descendant of Zeus, is he? Atram Galiasta's harem. He stole another dude's harem, and now he's the king. Ejaculating inside another man's wife. He probably would do that. That's more like Gilgamesh. A horse that thinks he's a warlord. Raiko's tanks, walking in circles around your prey. Cleaning your own blood when you die, or GSSR banners. Those are pretty good. Iskandar was told by his mother he is Zeus's son. Okay, so that is really fairly accurate. But she just didn't want to admit that she banged some other dude, I bet. Immaculate conception from... No, it wouldn't be immaculate. Mashu can crush blank in her thighs. Beats a guy who fucked up under her thighs. No, he didn't fuck up if he's under the thighs, though. Crush Karya's squirming veins. That sounds disgusting. It's got African gods referenced for sure, but you also see some Brazilian things with some of the characters. Okay, so it's like a fusion of various cultures together. Did you see what I said, Haggis? Fun fact, today is the 718th 100th year's anniversary of William Wallace's death. Oh, I did not know that. Australian has a black tribe in their land, so they wanted more dark skins. Canis's penis gets crushed by Mashu's thighs. I'd watch that. Odysseus won the Trojan War with blank. It's a pizza guy who fucked up. He came to the door, but instead of bringing pizza, he brought the Trojan horse. That's my logic. Jalter or Salter? I gotta go Salter. Are you kidding me? But the best answer is them banging each other. That has the best dojins. Lovecraft self-insert, Homunculi, Bullets, Rhombus Mex, UI, Jason, Baber, Pizza Guy, Mystic Eyes, Astolfo's Secret Sauce. Interesting. He won the war with hentai. I mean, you feel like hentai would be what you use to establish peace. Brings people together. Sometimes a little too closely. Listen, Gary, I like you, but if you want the corner office, you're gonna have to show me blank. Used this card a number of times by now. Which servant has the best day modern day casual wear? That's hard to say because you have to look at maybe if they've got like a craft essence where they wear casual stuff. There's a lot of good choices there. You have to show me Sweet Pirate Booty, show me Luvia suplexing a skeleton. Fair enough. A Bicorn's Massive Horn, a Potion of Immortality, worshipping Arcoade as a god, CL finding out. Medea's Collection, that's good. Tosaka's Anus. That's good. Ganesha's Belly, those are good. What do you play Genshin on? PS5/PC, because you can have your account on both. To serve as the motto heir, Sakura had to fend for herself in a room full of... Gander shots at point blank. That's my only thing that works like plural, so we'll do that. That would mean Sakura's quite impressive at bullet dodging. She's like Neo or something. Did I see your comment, Haggis? Where did it go? Who cheated or they got they thing stolen? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're referring to anymore. We kind of go fast here. Sakura had to fend for herself in a room full of Gareths, Pegasi, Gander shots, rib bones, just sitting there, thick thighs, Nero's awful singing. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks to the alien god, Earth is covered in... Man, I don't have any good cards for this one. Well, thanks to the alien god, Earth is covered in the incalculable number of deaths on Ritsuka's shoulders. That's a little realistic. Costco-sized portions of curry is good. Mind constructs. A dollop of sour cream. Incest babies. Bad civilization. Fair enough. Magimari. Tristan. Tremau. Tremau could be covered all over the planet if there was enough of her. Something about someone cheating in a harem or something. I don't know, though. You don't mind H scenes as long as you don't put them out of context, make the characters look bad? Like what? When is a person made a character look bad by taking it out of context? Mommy, what's that weird blank doing over there? Edison being hired for the MGM logo. Fair enough. Edison is pretty fucking weird. There are a few ways to make OG Shiki not look bad in some routes. I mean, there is one H scene where he just has his way with Arcoade. Mommy, what's that weird man in yoga pants? What's that weird chimera? What's that weird squadron of moles? Where's that weird Nobu? Fair enough. What's that weird bastard over there? What's that weird Kiyama and Kiyama? That's them combined. Kiyama. Forbidden Library of Geenda, Edison being Kato Danzo. Kato Danzo's not weird. Musashi uses the Grail for blank. We have already... Have we done that already? You know what? I'm going to go with it. I can't remember. You heard a girl bite her guy in the face, and you already told me that. You told me that exact same thing last stream, yes. Really? I thought Shiki had a decent H scene. Well, in his dreams he has a decent H scene. With CL and the others. Musashi uses the Grail for the Knights. For Yorokobe Shonen, whatever that means. For a constant need for validation. For being hot for Tengu. Filling a man's anus with concrete. Would Musashi do that, though? A sweaty panting leather daddy. Peyote fueled vision quest. Burger King. A sweet spaceship. Oh, interesting. I don't think that requires a Grail. This sounds like what a singularity would be, so I'm going to give it to that. With cement, or concrete. One of Ryogi Shiki's personalities is obsessed with... Oh, I like this card and I like this card. What do I do? Starting a massive fire. That sounds like something one of her personalities would do. It's a shame we'll never see Musashi and her kids in Chaldea sharing a meal together. One H scene I need official is a Mordred one. That would mean like Kairi Shishigo banged her. Or maybe she got kidnapped by Semiramis who did unspeakable things to her. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what would actually happen within the context of Apocrypha's story. One of Shiki's personalities is obsessed with screaming Hilda cream pie. Waking up to Kirei on top of you, Moriarty's back cracking, sitting next to a T-Rex in Caldea's cafeteria, reading Saber Shiro Dojins, fair enough, being awesome at sex, the finger bang, Kairi's creepy bullets, starting a massive fire, or a flood of dragon's blood. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Arcuade. Sorry, not Arcuade. Shiki wants to shoot herself with Kairi's creepy finger bang bullets. Oh, we've already done this one before. Lansugashinda. Blackbeard was arrested for... There we go. This is like the only one that would work here. Other than reading the visual novel first. But why would that be a crime? Blackbeard is arrested for trading your second child to a walking corpse. Blackbeard was arrested for goddamn hot. Blackbeard is arrested for lying to Kiyohime. I'm surprised he lived long enough to be arrested. Blackbeard is arrested for Abigail's keyhole. That sounds like something he would attempt and get arrested for. Blackbeard is arrested for crying and shitting and eating spaghetti. Oh my god. Blackbeard is arrested for a giant-ass Princess Mononoke golem. Blackbeard is arrested for bathing in Moon's blood and dancing around in the ancient oak. Blackbeard was arrested for a slightly shittier parallel universe. Or Blackbeard is arrested for automata. For making them, or just their existence? Blackbeard had Taco Bell. Abigail's keyhole. That's the most scandalous by far, considering we know he likes lolis. Oh my. The first step to getting into the Fate series is reading the visual novel first. I can't believe I have that card. That's funny. That's funny. Mine's so fucking literal. But maybe there's one that's funnier. And you never know. A party in the worm pit. Crippling social anxiety. Calling Taiga a tiger. Casting 3 on the cock. Gender swapping everyone. Exploring Sakura's labyrinth, the Gaebolg, or giving Salome your severed head. That was a really good one. The first step to getting into the Fate series is just to find something that looks cool, though. We did this card already. Odim did nothing wrong. Which H-scene characters you want to see official? I mean, they're all official to the original visual novel, but which ones would you rather see animated or continued in further adaptations? And I'd always say the Golden Bathtub. You know, if Kishtaria had a thing for Matahari, I would not blame him. You're almost at 50,000 followers on TikTok. Wow. What do you post on TikTok? I still don't know what the fuck beefing over turf means. He told Penthesilea she's beautiful. That's a... You're gonna have a bad time. Another useless craft essence calling Medea a witch. You're gonna have a bad time. A bass drop so huge it tears the starry vault asunder to reveal the face of God. That's almost what he did, in a sense. Dai, would Penthesilea get mad if she wasn't called beautiful? She is a berserker, but... Yeah. Alright, anybody hanging out in the... Nope, nobody's hanging out in Spectator. If you want to join the next round ever... all you gotta do is join as a spectator if you're not already allowed in the game. Listen, Gary, I like you, but if you want that corner... we already did that. Come on. We have a whole freaking deck here. Skip it. Skip it. Skip that one. We don't like this one. Skippity skip skip. Skip skip. Who's the czar? Oh, yeah, Kosh. Feel free to skip that one. You just click the X. Oh, there we go. Well, we already did that one, too. Womp womp. Sing Lollybomb, Lollybomb. I don't know that song. Just because you're what? We already did that one, too. We did all of these. Although I have a good response to it, so it's okay. You want Ayaka and FGO? That's a prototype girl, yeah? Just because you're a useless goddess doesn't mean you're right. If you convinced Ayako Kawasumi to voice hentai scenes, then you are right, objectively. Because you're a dry piece of cheese doesn't mean you're right. I don't have to be right as long as you throw me hard enough. I made a Eurobeat song, or several Eurobeat songs, with AI to the theme of tomboy fever. Fujimaru woke up to a naked... A naked legend. I want to wake up to this. A naked rat. Can't wait for Ordeal Call. You're going to enjoy that map OST. Yeah. Sora Naraya. Oh no! A bad civilization that's naked. A full-fledged net junkie. Fair enough. Oh my god, Matahari though. Oh. Although she almost looks better in her dancing outfit. Like, being naked is nice, but having a sexy outfit is sexier than just being straight up naked a lot of times to me. I am the bone of my... Hmm. Man, I can't tell. I already did a pizza guy who fucked up. Let's just get rid of it. And the bone of my Monster Energy can. That's a good one. Bone of my Dragon Tooth Warriors. Bone of my Elusive Dong. Bone of your daddy's belt. Oh my. Bone of your Saber Faces. Bone of your Jaguar. Or bone of a pizza guy who fucked up. I am the bone of my daddy's belt. Whatever. When I give Kiara a banana and she blank. I don't have any, shit, I don't have any verbs. Time to get rid of another goddamn card. You're also in the out of verbs club? Yeah. I tried to make sure we had plenty of them. But then I was like, shit, we don't have enough nouns, but turns out we did good. You gave Kiara a banana and she went, kudu! Or she jacked off in the middle of a fight using the banana? Fair enough. And she gunned shots at point blank range. Is that a different kind of gundo shot? Abusing projection to obtain sex toys, repelling against oppressors with the banana, consecutive mana transfers. That makes sense. What about Hentai Club? This is what happens when you let Merlin blank. Could get rid of another crappy card. It happens whenever you're playing cards. Oh, I see. What H scenes do you wish were part of the story? When you let Merlin cast level 3 strengthening on your cock, that makes sense. When you let Merlin get spooked on pity. When you let Merlin bend people into human pretzels. When you let Merlin a turd. Fair enough. If you had to describe the card czar using... Well, that's a terrible one. I would skip that one. Because we don't know what each other's look like. Unless it's me, but I'm not the card czar. You could describe me, but... I don't know. I think it makes sense to skip this prompt. Because we don't know each other. Not that close. Okay. Robin Hood is known from stealing from the rich, and we already did that one. This monk's Cosmo. Spice up your sex life by bringing blank into the bedroom. Oh, I like that. God, there's so many good ones I could put for that. Bring witches into the bedroom. They will conjure an incredible aphrodisiac Party in the worm pit into the bedroom. You have to carry a lot of those worms up the stairs. Bringing true magic into the bedroom. That would be a magical orgasm. Caressing Bunions. Oh my. Kiara is all in the bedroom. Guy who doesn't wear panties to the bedroom. That would do it. A massive mecha horse. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We all know who that's referring to. Yume Ren likes to get down on that thing. Behind every powerful man is blank. Behind every powerful man is Zelrech's love for magical girls. A Chinese tank with a face, fair enough. A Saints Abuse Turtle, Magecraft, another useless memorial craft. Barghest's abs are behind them. Baber's behind them. An army of mini Nobus. A constant need for validation. You know what? That's deep, bro. That's pretty deep. Medea H scene in Hollow VN we needed. Yeah, that would make sense. Koinskaya made a fortune selling blank. We already did that, so I'll skip it. BB trapped me in blank. That's a new one. Where did BB trap you? Well, no. At Hentai Club, you would want to speak about your fetishes. That's like why you would want one. Because you feel lonely being the only person who's into horse junk. Or something. BB trapped me in Ganesha's chubby belly. That's a certain type of vor now, isn't it? Trapped me in Enmon Dantes' room full of security monitors. That's a really good poll as well. Trapped you in cannons. Trapped you in the reliable Kohai. Trapped you in the reverse side of Reen's skirt. That's like a mini person sort of fetish. Or a gigantus fetish. BB trapped me in Medea's collection of saber figurines. You're like in the collection. Maybe the room with the collection. Or you're part of the collection now. Trapped you in GSSR banners. Trapped you in Hell. Or the Golem. I've got to give it to Edmond Dantes' room. That was just too perfect. Ganesha would have been second place. You took my selection, right? Yeah, okay. Medusa can make you hard by... Crushing Mr. Peanut. Well, that's pretty funny. Haggis, it's exactly what it sounds like. Not in real life. Can make you hard. But that's not Medusa making you hard if it's Kama and Kiara doing the making out, though. Unless she's just really good at getting them together. Can make you hard by goddamn hot. She can make you hard by reading the visual novel. Fair enough. Can make you hard by filthy grail sludge. I don't know what would happen if you asked the grail to give you a Johnson. Dressing as a girl to save your cousin. Oh my. Scandalous. Magical lollies kissing. Mana transfers. There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones that time. You're the founder of Hentai Club. Weaver got fired for blank. We already did that one. Wah, wah, wah. Oh. Cersei's magic turns people into blank. You're under trial at the clock tower today for blank. I think we did that in the practice round, which is fine because we haven't done that on stream then. I'm gonna put the. Actually, no. We'll do being turned into a lion. I don't know. Mr. Cell Phone, being turned into a lion, giving cream meal to cream pie. Why would they care? Being popular and good at sports, being awesome at sex. They want to give you a ceiling designation for that. They're like, how do you do it? Can we teach me? Teach me. The death of Steven Seagal. Death by Steven Seagal. Finally seeing Nasu's face. That's forbidden, isn't it? Arcoade's Marble Phantasm is perfect for... Which H scene you wish they added in Hollow BN? Again, Medea. They probably didn't want to draw Kuzuki's O face. Or an excuse for her to cheat. Is perfect for Nero's butt triangle. Maybe if you can expand it. Erasing an entire texture from the planet. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Aoko's Magic Blues. Close enough, I guess. Dead Apostles. You could probably... Yeah, that's true. You can crush them. See, after finding out, getting struck right in the heavens feels. Chaldea made a new device to measure. Yeah, fine. I'll use centaur droppings. See your thing? Yeah, no, I see your thing. Chaldea made a new device to measure a gallon drum of lube that already has a measurement. To measure fantasy trees, that's quite literal. To measure bullshit. To measure centaur droppings is similar. To measure traps, is it like a trap detector? That would be nifty. Although usually you can tell, except maybe on Yamato Takeru. You're like, dude, are you a dude? To measure parallel worlds, also very literal. To measure friendship of the thighs. You can measure the thighs. Or how do you measure the friendship between them? To measure virginity. Medea's saber fetish is very large. I hope you're not just choosing these because I said them out loud. I try to say them all out loud. I regret to inform you that blank has died during Elizabeth's concert. I feel like we did that one before. But we can go with it anyway. Oh, nope, that's blank you're walking into. We also did that. We've also done that. Oh. Only two things in life are certain. Death and... I probably have my own hentai club. It's my Discord, basically. Death and Nero's awful singing. Death and Ayat's Mitsuzuri. Death and Padoru. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good choice. That is a good choice. I work my ass off all day for this family, and this is what I come home to. Not sure what to choose for this one. Dining with cardboard cutouts of the cast of Friends. That's sad. Your family's all in your head. Bolshiki stabling you miss simultaneously. I like that one. Waver in a hospital bed. Poor guy. Mephistopheles with an awkward bulge. Who invited you? He's not the stripper we called for. The Argonauts on strike. That's a really good one. An Excaliblast to the nuts the moment the door opens. And then poor little Artoria Lily's like, what? That's so funny. Okay, so we got 2 spectators. They can both join now. If you want to go from spectator to actual participant, you click leave game and then enter the room again, this time as a player. So Ortlinda's waifu or Bobo. I don't know if you can hear me, Ortlinda's waifu, but that's how you do it. I will give you 10. Actually, no, I'll just read the chat for a little bit. You're going to call it a night? Catch you later, foe is a lie. I plan on continuing this game until at least... Well, I'll continue it for at least the next 45 minutes. So, Ortlinda, do you want to join in? You got to leave the game from being a spectator and then enter the game as a player. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wah, wah. Okay, and then Jay Kosh can join if you want to. But we's gonna start. Horses have massive Johnsons, yes. And some people are into the idea of anime girls getting boned by giant horse. Yeah. Time to play some Fate, Stella! Time to play some Fate. Yamete kuda, stop! Time to play some Fate, being a terrible mother. Some Fate, Stella! Fate Finding Waldo. Oh god, that's good. Did you play Doki Doki Literature Club? I did not, but I watched people play it, so I'm very familiar. Oh, Agrippina. Interesting. Vosh liked... I don't know. It's not the Johnson itself that's exciting, it's who's getting plowed by it. This is your captain speaking. Fasten your seatbelts and prepare for... Friendship of the Thighs. Fasten your seatbelts. Is this a bondage situation? Ooh, ooh. Oh my god, these are good. Shootin's Glorious ASMR. Oh my. Or Prepare for Sita. Oh, there's so many good ones! There's so many good ones! See a person's age on top of their head. That could be moderately useful, but most of the time you kind of know, and it's not that important. Due to technical limitations, Kojiro Sasaki is forbidden from... I mean, he's a guy, so he wouldn't be able to be a terrible mother. But that could be funny for something else. Necromancy is kind of get rid of it. He can't do necromancy. Even though technically all heroic spirits are resurrected dead people. Forbidden from consecutive mana transfers. Not as long as you remain within the stoop. Forbidden from Gorgon. Because he can't leave his stoop. He can't read the visual novel because he can't get a computer over there. swatting Oberon with an electric racket. It's against the rules. You are disqualified. Senpai, we've got an emergency ray shift. The destination is blank. What if someone lies about their age? I mean, it only works on the select few people. Well, I don't know. It depends. I'm not trying to bang anybody other than my own wife. So I don't need to know other people's ages for that. Or them lying or whatever. I'm not like one of those other YouTubers where you DM inappropriate pics of your dong to, like, minors. I do give hentai pictures to the winners of the hentai contest, but to participate in that, you at least have to pretend you're of age. Senpai, the destination is crushing a peanut. Destination is Canis's penis. If you have to go in there. It's called docking. Going into an automata. Going into cute little piggies. Going into Hephaestion. Going into a sofa. Going into a Burmese tiger pit. And goddamn hot. I was gonna choose Burmese tiger pit, but I like the idea of docking Canis. Which, if you don't know, then you don't know, but it's only a couple of Google searches away. Dai, if you could have any of the unofficially translated Type Moon works translated, which one of them you choose? Probably Kata no Kyokai. I would love to read that in full. Historically, Nero is accused of blank in her own, of blank in her own city. Okay. She's accused of basic human decency in her city. A man who's so cool that he rides on a motorcycle. Casting strengthening. She's accused of bad civilization in her civvy. That makes kind of sense. Accused of convincing Ayako. Oh no. Accused of an unhinged Ferris wheel. Accused of pretending to be a man while having a massive rack. Well, she doesn't have to worry about that because she's a girl, but yeah. She's just another one of the gender bends. She didn't pretend to be a man, as far as I'm aware. Actually, you know what? That fits way too well. That does fit way too well. Because history remembers her as a man, and she does have a massive rack. So how did they ever make that mistake? Here's a new servant class. It's called... That is a repeat, but we can do it. Kata no Kyokai is based off of light novels. The anime got adapted. All but one of them, I believe. There's a new servant class. It's called filling a man's anus with concrete. It's called cancer. Well, it's we're not the moon cancer. We're just cancer. We're bad all around. Called demonic monkeys. That would be like Sun Wukong, right? Big titty monk. That means there have to be other big titty monks, and I'm down for it. It's called a turd. You mean the friend point summons? Just kidding. A dojin becomes a class. Or it's a trap. Trap class. Then you could say, I'm drawing my trap card. That would be very appropriate. So I like Big Titty Monk, I like Trap, and I like Cancer. Those are my three favorites. Wukong was officially released in 1592. You mean the original story that he came from? Sugitani. Isn't that just Journey to the West? Or was he from, like, other things prior to that? It's not gay if it's blank. It's not gay if it's just doujinshi. Pretty sure that's still gay. But... Sugitani. Is Sugitani the one with the rifle? Or am I completely off base here? Wukong would be a Nasu. I mean, we already have Arcuade, so you'd have to, like, power level adjust it anyway. It's not gay if it's caressing Bunions. Well, because Bunyan in this case is a chick, so... Well, no, unless you are a girl. In which case it would be. Monster Energy Can. Ganesh's chubby belly. It all depends on if you're a girl. Barghest's abs are certainly not gay if you're a dude. Was the Pegasus of a particular gender? I don't know. When Shiki doesn't get away, he threatens to. We did that one before. We already did that one. Scandinavia Peppermint, we already did that. I know I wrote other prompts. Yeah, we've already done Scandinavia. We could do it again. How important is Ruggiero in the Nasuverse? Isn't he pretty much only related to Bradamante? And even then, she's the one doing the more heroic shit surrounding him. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Lev gave Peperoncino his nickname. Well, Buddha is only in one Nasuverse work, and he's never been shown again. As a final boss. It'd make sense if they put him in as a boss character in one of the other singularities. Sharing your wife with your brothers. Ruggiero is a descendant of Hector. When Nitocris is embarrassed, she hides under... We did that one already. But it's been a while. I don't understand... I'm gonna get rid of this. Fucking turnips. Moon Cancer Buddha in Ordeal Call. You never know. Hiding under an Amazonas package full of Tokyomi's underwear. That actually does make sense. You could hide under that. Hide under the Johnson. That's a large one. Boudica's booty is big enough to hide under, eh? Oh my. To fully unseal Excalibur, blank is required. I feel like we did that one too. So feel free to skip it. Everyone, down on the ground! We don't want to hurt anyone. We're just here for what? For blank. With like 2,000 years distance between their last relatives, so it's not incest. I don't know. I guess technically we're all incest to some degree. We're just here for Don Quixote's fine ass. We're just here for Mashu's big black barrel. We're just here for the army of Nobus. We're just here for Ashia Doman. We're just here for Mama Tiamat. We're just here for the Shadow Border's only toilet. That's funny. We're just here for CL's glasses. Why would you need those? They're best on her face. We're just here for finally seeing Nasu's face. If it's the Shadow Border's only toilet, surely there would be more toilets outside of the Shadow Border. Maeve invites you to her chariot. You part the curtains and find Cthulhu appreciating hentai. Because he looks at Hokusai's work and he's like, damn, that's mighty fine. I appreciate what you do with them tentacles. So funny. You find Matahari's blasphemous body. That's what you wish you would find in there. Find Neko Arc. Ritsuka is a bottom. Leonidas, a horny hippogriff. Again, that's a big chariot to fit the hippogriff. Another way to transfer mana is, we've already done that one. Skip it. Skip it. I know we got better ones. Or new ones, anyway. More exciting ones we haven't played yet. When it's time to roll, my favorite catalyst is... I guess. Gate of Babylon hentai. At least you're throwing a lot at it. Do the servants like when you look at hentai of them while you're summoning for them? Dawson, your question. Would you rather never have censorship ever in anime, or have them stop saying FBI open up over drawings? They kind of go hand in hand, though, don't they? If there's no censorship ever, that means the world has already stopped doing the stupid FBI jokes. So maybe both, I guess. Oh, Ayako Mitsuzuri is the best catalyst. Okay. I am the Za, Medusa. Medusa thinks it's time for a makeover. She'd like to replace her snakes with blank. That's a new one. Yeah, and if people are saying FBI open up, then screw them, as long as they're losing and they're just trying to make stupid jokes that don't work or whatever. So definitely the no censorship. Alright. She'd like to replace her snakes with wanting Ritsuka's virginity. With Abigail's keyhole. Neither of those make sense. Regenerating Hydra heads. That's kind of close to what she already has. She'd like to replace her snakes with calling Medea a witch. She'd like to replace her snakes with saber faces. That sounds uncanny, having like multiple faces growing out of your head. Exploring Sakura's labyrinth. Fetal alcohol syndrome, or zombies. Maybe she's just upgrading her heads for ones that regenerate. I don't know what happens if you... well, she doesn't cut her hair. Medusa never cuts her hair. I think they made a reference to that at one point in Hollow Ataraxia, but I'm going to give it to the regeneration. That way, if you do cut your hair, it'll come back. Next time on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about... oh, we already did that one, too. Damn. It's a funny prompt, but we did do it. You know, once you get past blank, blank ain't so bad. Sure, we could give that a shot. Oh, it's the same one being... wait, what? That doesn't make sense, because there's two blanks, but it doesn't say play two. How's that gonna work? When I was a kid, we used to play Cowboys and the Shinsengumi. That sounds like fun, actually. Instead of Cowboys and Indians, it's Cowboys and Samurai. I don't think her body type is a particularly loli-esque either, though that is up for debate, I suppose. Hajime die. Ugh. Okay. We used to play cowboys and getting killed by the Ryogi Mafia. Oh my. Cowboys and walking in circles around your prey. Cowboys and Spiritrons. Cowboys and being into cock and ball torture. You played that as kids, huh? Cowboys and balls. How specific. Or how related. Cowboys and Dennis the Menace. Or Cowboys and bullets. Well, that makes sense, right? I mean, it's either that or like a whip or something. That's funny. Like 16-year waifu looks like an... Yeah, I mean, the average anime waifu who looks just like any other random hot chick who could be college aged is usually around 16 just because the stories are set in high school. The only thing scarier than Hungry Saber is... I don't know. None of these are making me, like, laugh my ass off. An army of skeletons. Why not? Yeah, Hajime Saito is basically Virgil, but voiced by Nero. Only thing scarier than a Hungry Saber is Kiyohime. Fair enough. Mephistopheles. That is pretty scary, because he's gross. Cleaning the dojo on all fours. Spending a day in the worm pit. Fair enough. Telling Penthesilea she's beautiful. That's good. GSSR banners. Yeah, if you don't get what you want, it can be quite nightmarish. And Luvia suplexing a skeleton. Fair enough. Fair enough. The 6 things I could never do without. Oxygen, Facebook, chocolate, Netflix, friends, and... Data lost. We need her back. I need her. I could never do without Musashi. Could never do without Musashi Sashi. Do you agree when it comes to anime? What? Oh, it's crazy just going over age. Like, I don't know. Yeah. We don't need to talk the loli stuff right now. The moon cell. Well, if you had the moon cell, you could have a lot of other things. The script for Tsukihime 2, fair enough. Homunculi, nature's batteries, fair enough. Summoning catalyst. Perfectly preserved spiritual cock of Albion, yeah. A self-microwaving burrito, wow. Lee Shuen only needs 1 blank to defeat any opponent. We have done that one before, but we could do it again. Your call. Oh, Reedon states blankly, you summoned a hero. We already did that. And remember, kids, no blank before eating Mapo Tofu. Yeah, that's a new one. This would be more like no gay bulg after eating Mapo Tofu. Because it's going to come out the butt. No mana transfers before eating. That's fair. No more Roma. No coughing up blood before eating. Fair enough. No spending quartz before Mapo Tofu. No being stuck in the friend point banner. No erasing textures. No taxes before eating. I like that rule. You have to eat first, then taxes. Or eat while taxes. I could accept that. No coughing up blood before eating mapo tofu. Because then you gotta, like, I don't know. It's gonna probably make you lose your appetite. We already did the pizza night at the clock tower. We already did that one. Kosh is about to win. And, yeah. Show game options. I wish I could upgrade the score limit mid-game. Because we don't have any people waiting. Oh, wait. Okay, fine. I guess we're doing the pizza one. Eh. Benny Enma insulted your cooking. That's why you would have a pizza night at the clock tower. You're like, all right, fine, fuck it. You know what? No dinner for any of you. I'm going to go call pizza place. Mapo tofu ruined the pizza. Unless you made a mapo tofu pizza, which sounds like it was be completely possible to do just that. Hans being so foul he broke terms of service and got them all kicked out. That's a good card. Mecha Space Gods. They didn't like it. Tristan on antidepressants. He was just such a buzzkill. Even with them. No, they came and they just ran all over the place. They ate all the pizza. I'm assuming that was Kosh. Well, we'll just do another game since nobody's waiting in the rows. Feel free to join in anytime if other people want to. We'll be going for a little bit longer, about 20 minutes or so. You wanted to join in, but you're at work. That's okay. MHX is on a mission from the Servant Verse to rid the world of blank. We have done that one before. You could skip it if you wish, or we'll do it. To rid the world of fairies, how noble. To rid the world of Padoru, fair enough. At least around... They're out of season, damn it. Rid the world of Abigail's keyhole, poor girl. To rid the world of a single wizard, fair enough. Beloved television star Bill Cosby, oh my. Oh my. Again, how noble, I suppose. Another way to transfer mana, we already did that. You're not alone. Millions of Americans struggle with blank every day. I like that. That's a good one. Did I see your thing, Haggis? Would you consider a character that has Booba a loli? I mean, yeah, loli could have small little opai, or small little boobs. Okay, you are not alone. Millions of Americans struggle with Ashiadomen watching you sleep. Yep. Deceiving the Nazis. Yeah, I guess that could be pretty difficult, especially now. Struggle with basic human decency. So true. Far too true. Struggle with the horny hippogriff. You're like, damn it, he won't fly where I want him to. He's too horny. Struggle with Ritsuka being a bottom. I guess, if it's getting in the way of your everyday activities. Kiar is a heaven's hole. I imagine the whole world would struggle with that. The grand orgasm. You mean you can't have one? I feel sorry for you. Nikola Tesla designing his own Cybertruck. Yeah, we struggle with that. Proper human history. We all deal with... God, they're so good. I'm going to do Ashiadomen. We don't like him. Nasuverse females are so underrated in writing. Huh? Murray busts the door and shouts, "What's up, my blank?" What's up, my cute boys? But no, if they have massive jugs, I don't consider them a loli at all. I don't think Oppai loli even makes sense. What's up, my hero of justice? What's up, my wyverns? What's up, my dead opossums? Yo! That's good. What's up, my mama Tiamat? Except there can only be one. Luckily, she was in the room. James is a lonely boy, but when he discovered a secret door in his attic, he meets a magical new friend, Blank. I don't have a lot of proper nouns. Just gonna get rid of this card then. Blech. Yep, I am on for the next 15 minutes. What's your view on 1,000-year-old loli that act like kids? I don't know. I don't find them attractive, but I don't hate them either. I think they're interesting characters. I mean, obviously, there's going to be something fascinating about having someone with a lot of age and experience, but trapped in a young body or something. If they're 1,000 years old, but they still act like kids, it's kind of a missed opportunity. But yeah. Meets a new friend, Gorgon. Gorgon in the attic. Dragon Tooth Warriors in the attic. Kato Danzo would make a good friend. Chaldea, all of it in your attic. The big titty monks there. A massive mecha horse. That sounds kind of like a fun action figure. Except it's huge. Giving Cream Hill the cream pie. In your attic. He was a lonely boy. And now he imagines his sex. Shinobu? But she doesn't necessarily act like a kid. She speaks like an old grandma, and that's what makes it fascinating. Just because she likes donuts doesn't necessarily make her a kid. Did you see your comment, Haggis? I thought I responded. Oh, but why would they call me a hag lover? I don't understand what that is referring to either. Oh man, this one again? I would skip it. Skippy, skippy, skip. It's probably the lamest card we've had anyway. It makes no sense. Unless we know the cards are. Ilya is 18 in Fate Stay Night. Yeah. Fujimaru woke up to it. All along, Marsbury's true plan was... You think Violet was inspired by Artoria? I don't know. Could be. He wanted to drift through Fuyuki like Takumi Fujiwara. Deja vu! Bathing in virgin blood. A bigger, blacker dick. Fair enough. He couldn't get it any other way, apparently. Oh, he wanted a threesome. I don't know if Marsbury even knew Caddick was alive at the time. I ask of you, are you my... We have done that one before, I think. I have a strict policy. First date, dinner, second kiss, second date, kiss, third... Oh, that was a good one. Never mind. Whoa, whoa. We already did that one. Waver got fired, we did that one. This is America. If you don't work hard, you don't succeed. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, or... That doesn't give you a lot of room, but... Guess I do have something that'll fit there. Top 3 favorite loli characters? I don't know. I'd have to think about that pretty hard. I guess one of them might technically be Emma from Promised Neverland, because technically she'd be a loli. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, or Gareth with puppy ears and a tail. Or eating together like a goddamn family for once. That doesn't make sense. Watanabe's mushroom haircut. How are you enjoying the Eva crossover? Like I said, the designs are cool. I like the characters. I like Asuka's outfits that you can get. But I am always a little disappointed by the fact that the story can never be too deep. You enter the church and Kirei says... like literally nothing about the angels and instrumentality or Shinji's father issues, Asuka's mama issues, Rei being a clone. Like none of that stuff I think is going to get addressed in the story because they can't. They've like tried to make it all, I don't know, they're basically just cosmetic. You don't have to understand Evangelion to understand the Evangelion event, which is kind of silly to me. When Kirei enters the church and says, or when you enter the church and Kirei says, friendship of the thighs, mana transfers, self-cessed. Read the visual novel first, you idiot. Cthulhu appreciating hentai is not something you say. Blood, Charles Babbage. He entered the church and he's like, read it first. My monologue is much larger in it. Regret to inform you that blank has died. We already did that one. Medusa thinks it's time we did that one. Come to Dubai, where you can relax in our world-famous spas, experience the nightlife, or simply enjoy blank by the poolside. Catastrophic urethral trauma. Who'd pick Ushiwaka or Ishtar? What? Who do you pick, Ushiwaka or Ishtar? Ooh, that's really tricky. I think I might go Ushiwaka, but it's fucking Ishtar, man. God, it's... They're both pretty much sitting on the same tier for me, so I would be happy with either, I guess. And tempted for both. Being turned into a lion by the gods by the poolside. Enjoy foe by the poolside. That sounds cute. Little, maybe he'll lay on you while you're... Yeah, that sounds comfy. Atram Galiasta's harem by the poolside. Oh, fuck yeah. That's what I would want. Damn. He's got the best girls. They're bitches, but only because he tells them to laugh, probably. Actually, yeah, he has to, like, flip his... snap his thumbs to get them to laugh, so yeah. Interesting. Exploring Sakura's labyrinth by the poolside. That sounds hot. Artoria's Magic Johnson by the poolside. I can dig it. A potion of immortality by the poolside. I mean, you're going to be enjoying it for a while. God, those were good. Those were good cards. I would definitely do Atram Galiasta's harem, though, if it were me. Blackbeard is arrested for... We did do that one already. See your top 3. Yeah, I know you like Ilya, Tanya, and Satoko. Yeah. They said that teen lolis don't exist and that loli is a spectrum, which is kind of true. They said that part of the lolicon... I don't know, whatever. Okay, I guess we're playing Blackbeard. You want Shadow Sakura? Eh. I mean, she could keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Blackbeard is arrested for filling a man's anus with concrete. I guess that's the new form of walking the plank, I guess? For double penetration. He needed some help with that then. No, 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 no. Being a minor is 17 down. That doesn't mean you're a loli. My god, that's not even remotely the same. That'd be like saying Mato Ryuko is a loli, and she is absolutely not. On her deathbed, Artoria entrusts Bedivere with... muscles the artist forgot to give her. It's not even a short girl. It's more like a petite girl. So, you know, like not all women become big, buxom babes, but they're still adult or close enough to it, or attractive for the same reason they will be when they become adult. Yes, the couple in I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. I don't consider her a loli, but maybe someone does. Maybe she is a legal loli. I am the czar. We already did this one. After slaving all summer long, adulterers late. We already did that. When Nito Grease is embarrassed, we did that. Elementary, my dear blank. Yeah, we'll do that. Maho from Steins Gate. Yeah, that's a legal loli. Someone who has the appeal of a loli. But I don't necessarily think the girl from, you know, My Husband Can't Understand, or I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. I don't necessarily think she has the appeal of a loli, other than on a surface level. Elementary, my dear space spider. That one wins. Space Spider absolutely wins. That was pretty good. You're folding on Ushiwaka. What do you mean you're folding on her? We already did that one. My favorite poem. What? Oh, my new favorite porn star is Joey Blank McGee. That sounds funny. Would you say the person I was talking about is a definition of a gatekeeper? Maybe? Maybe. Gatekeeping is more like, if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Is Satoko 18 in the time skip? Isn't she supposed to be, like, in high school at that point? Or was it college? I think it was high school. The white cards played this round. Oh, wait, never mind. My new favorite porn. Okay, yeah, right. Everything is McGee. Everything is Canon McGee. Saberface is McGee. Trace on McGee. That's funny. Hephaestion, Faker of Orgasms McGee. That's a great card. Holy Virgin McGee. A little ironic. Or Failing the Pole Jump McGee. Does that mean he lands on the pole? I mean, I guess that makes sense if he's a porn star. Is To Love Ru any good? God, I haven't actually sat down and watched that one. Joey, everything is Canon McGee. Meaning what we're about to do is going to be in the novel. Wow, okay. Well, I think that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you guys. We have hit 100,000 subscribers. I am absolutely honored by the support and participation of each and every one of you. I will continue to make great Fate lore videos until Fate is no longer fun or popular. That's going to be a while, I imagine. And lots of waifu files for you all. Those are the main two things I plan to focus on going forward. Because waifu files are my way of saying, you know what? There's all these people hating on anime, and I want to celebrate my fandom by just saying, look at this. Look at this great stuff. This is what I love and I want to share with you. If you want to use this deck, all you have to do is use the code RHYGX in the code for a custom deck. I think if you click help, it'll give you instructions on how to use it. And you just paste that code in there into the chat when you start a game of your very own. And you can use this deck publicly. You might even be able to search it. If you go to custom decks, let's see here. There's a separate website they use. And if you search... Where's the search? Oh, maybe you have to log in before you're allowed to search. Get off. Browse. Get off. Okay. If you do Fate. You have Fate Against Humanity, so you can find it there. Copy the URL. Is that what you paste into the chat? I don't know if that works. Anyway. It's not too hard to figure out. What is your question? Retype it. Retype what? Okay, she's 17 in the time skip. That makes sense. That's not a question, that's a statement, as usual, Dawson. Okay. Well, yes. Until next time, celebrate your fandom.